That's embarrassing. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. By increasing the performance of individuals, expansion and performance, there are two key concepts for understanding on how the links are built between the human transit of thought and the neoliberal logic. The adaptability of individuals in the circumstances of the rule. What the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. Woo! Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. That's right. I'll be telling you right now, this show sucks. What's up? My name's Manuel Chavez III, or the third, depending on how you know me. And this is another episode of the Griftcast IRL. That's right, where we come to grift money from you for telling you things we found on the internet and looking at the drama of things. I don't know if there's like a lot of drama or whatever. But how you guys doing? You doing all right? You in the zone? Y'all mother suckers in the mix? Y'all bringing it? You bringing it home? Huh? Is it a Friday night? Yeah, I think it is a Friday. What did I do today? Oh yeah, I installed a printer for an interesting old gay couple. I think maybe they were gay. I don't know. They fought like they were gay, but they were like they're at the house talking shit to each other. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, seriously, these guys were shit talking each other the entire time, from when I walked in the house to when I left the house, and they were still shit talking each other when they were leaving the house. When I was leaving the house and one of the other guys was leaving the house. This shit was hilarious, bro. Old men are funny. Old men are real men, right? They're all respectful and shit when it needs to be, but when it's just a couple of the guys hanging out, all they're doing is just absolutely ripping each other to pieces verbally. And you're just like, are you sure you guys like each other? And they're just like, oh yeah, it is my best friend right here. A goddamn piece of shit. Shit was so funny, bro. Like, I'm setting up this printer for them, and then I get it hooked up to one guy's phone, and I'm like, all right, dude, let me see your iPad. I'm like, bro, you don't even got a password on this thing. I was like, hold up. Before I open up the internet, I'm not going to find anything I don't want to see. And he's like, oh, no, I'm too old for that shit, or whatever. So I open it up, connect the printer, and he was like, all right, let me try to print something out. This fucking old guy, he, like, gets on the thing, and he pulls out his little, like, stylus for his iPad, and he starts drawing. And then I'm just like, what's this little guy doing over there? But anyways, and then the printer starts printing something out, and it's like, and he was like, can you hand that to him? And it's just, fuck you. Like, trailing it out. And he's like, handing it to the other guy, and he's like, here, dude, I got you this. And the other guy was like, takes it, looks at it, he's like, you motherfucker. Old dudes are funny, man. Old people are funny. They're a lot funnier than some of these new kids. These new kids, they're soft, man. They just can't take the heat. I mean, shit, people that are just 1 year younger than me can't fucking take the heat. I don't know what it is, man. It's either you grew up on the internet and tough, or you're just a little baby back bitch. I don't think there's any in-betweens anymore in any of that particular space. Nope. But that's okay. That's the way the shit goes sometimes. You can't be on top all the time. Sometimes you got to be on the bottom. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I think? Well, whatever. I guess, to say the least, TikTok wasn't on the top for its entire lifetime, was it? Maybe it was. It was supposed to be, it was that app, bro. It was the new big app, dude. The next big Facebook. The next big Twitter. Or X. Well, we'll say Twitter because, I mean, X is weird, to say the least. But TikTok, the Chinese app that took over people's hearts, imaginations, wallets, and entire lifetimes and created millionaires all over the place, is finally getting banned in the United States of America. Yep, they're getting rid of that shit, dude. No more Chinese spyware app for you and your kids spying on you and shit, trying to sell you shit on Temu or whatever. Or wait, don't they have their own store? on it. I don't know. I was running around on TikTok. A friend of mine was running a show on TikTok, Mr. Super Tall Paul. So, like, I would go watch his show every day. I would send him some, like, the little TikTok things. I don't know what they're called. You could send him, like, hot dogs and donuts and shit like that. And I was happily buying hot dogs and donuts and sending it to him. But then they stopped letting me buy hot dogs and donuts and shit. So I stopped being able to send it to him. But I mean, it's just a weird app, bro. Reminding me a lot of Periscope, but with like videos mixed in, right? Because there's like just tons of people on there live streaming, from their phone or whatever. Just like, oh yeah, thank you for the hot dog. Or, ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit's fucking weird, bro. I don't even know how to deal with it or whatever. Even when I go on it now, I like having it on my phone or whatever. Like, I don't really care about like people tracking me and shit on the internet. I know I've talked to every super hacker in the world about like this shit, and my thought is that there's been an artificial intelligence that's been tracking all of our shit, spying on us anyway. The government sees all that shit anyway. I mean, why are you gonna make it harder for them to spy on you? Are you a dick or something? I mean, they're gonna do it. They're doing it. So like, I just like automatically everything is being recorded and thought of. Like that thought never escapes my mind. But then I still like this, and you wonder why. So think about this. Like, we've been looking at it, and it reminds me of one of my really favorite video games. Like, one of the best video games that I think I ever played. I love video games. I'm a gamer. Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, I was a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise when it first came out, because I had the Metal Gear Solid game that was like on a disc or whatever, like a floppy disk, and we used to play it. And I thought that was pretty cool on the old computers. And then, it came out for PlayStation, Metal Gear Solid. Loved that fucking game. Didn't get to play it. My brother played it a lot. I barely got to play it, but I loved every minute that I played it, because I like being a Solid Snake. You know what I'm saying? I like being a Solid Snake. And then when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out on the PlayStation 2, my brother was going to the military or whatever. So guess what, motherfucker? I got to play that game. So I fucking loved it. Like, it was just like, I could wake up and I'd be like, wait a minute. I could just play video games today and I don't got to fight nobody for it. It's a great thing. But I remember playing that game. And that game is a serious mindfuck if you really think about it, because we have moved from a society of time, right? Like, everybody forgets that time is the thing that really was revolutionary during the Industrial Revolution. Timing and scheduling are what got us to where we're at today. And most people forget that. Like, it's still, timing and scheduling runs everything. If we didn't have clocks to get people into certain places at the same time, everything would fucking fall apart, right? But we have moved past that into this new place, right? This new digital age, to the point where people are addicted to computations, right? Like, nothing that you do on live, nothing that happens in the app of TikTok would be possible without the power of computation and this type philosophy. And if you think about it, it's like, holy shit, my friends. It's like it should just open your mind into the future, or at least where we're at right now, because we have entered in to a new digital renaissance, right? The amount of money that has been put together to create this new world, this new sixth digital sphere that encapsulates all of our minds. All of us have this digital sixth continent that just exists throughout time. And, if you think about it, like, this is like the falling of Atlantis and this new digital content, if you were to look at it in that particular way, because technically, like a big continent of land, i.e. TikTok, is going to be falling out of the digital scape for good. That sixth continent that exists, that unifies us, the thing that got us okay with the idea of like a multiverse or a quantum universe that exists below us or above us or whatever, right? Relentless technological integration has created a culture of technology and computer program logic that has overtaken the very fabric of our society. And I think that a lot of people that were born in my age remember a time before computers, right? Before that was the thing that you used every single fucking day, right? You can't get away from a computer today. Everywhere you look, whether it's like your vape or your cell phone, your fucking car, I mean, the light switch, the street, now it's in the fucking light bulbs, it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's everywhere. And nowhere at the same time. And I think we've taken it for granted, right? Like in a really big way. So, we can all celebrate that we're getting rid of the crazy Chinese spyware that's manipulating and running the brains of the digital masses. And I mean, I can see it. I never really used to understand how much time these kids waste. But once you sit on TikTok and you start scrolling and it starts showing you all them fucking slimmies and thickies, oh my God! I waste like 5 fucking hours and I'm just sitting here like watching TikTok videos and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? And it's the same thing on YouTube with the shorts or whatever. You just sit there on your bed and you're just like, the phone's sucking your life out of you. That's why I got a big ass TV so I could just sit here and watch the TikTok, the YouTube shorts on my computer. And that's why it takes me so fucking long to get on live stream half the times because I'm sitting here watching fucking shorts, right? Just sitting in front of the fucking,
I'm saying, like,
just sitting in front of the damn computer watching these stupid ass shorts. Why? What am I even looking at right now? Is that a fucking limousine on fucking tracks? That's actually sick. No, I can't do this right now. I can't fucking get stuck in this shit. Like it's a fucking crazy situation where they've literally boiled people's thought processes down to 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds. So the fact that even somebody spent over 20 minutes on a live stream is almost insane in these days because people just want their information quick. Oh, my day's going really by fast. You're taking up my programmatic cycles, motherfucker. I ain't got time for this shit. But in reality, everybody's just becoming their own company. Haven't you realized that? Everybody's trying to be their own thing. They're turning themselves into something more, right? Each person has become their own company, and the objective for them was to improve the competitive performance across these world economies. But we've seen almost the opposite. Like, we've seen the expansion and performance of major tech giants out there, but in actuality, we've seen this really, really weird situation where there's been a coalescence of individuals that basically get boiled down. So in a place where everyone should be able to get big ups and big downs and become successful, we're looking into a world where we see it almost on a daily basis that only certain people are getting to the top of their algorithm. Only certain people are getting to have, I guess, whatever ideal life that is supposed to be out there. And if you think about all this stuff, it's because of the cognitive manipulation. I think a lot of people forget that one of the major reasonings of Donald Trump wanting to get rid of this whole entire fucking situation with China is because they view China as always to be at war with the United States on every level, right? And as an American, I mean, we don't really see ourselves at war with anyone. We see ourselves as equal to anyone and just able to build and be freely. But so many cultures across the world really focus in on themselves being better than the world. And I mean, at the same time, you got to look at their actual ideas of warfare. And the idea of transfinite war, which even AI can't tell you anything about because the AI is restricted from being persistently available to have this type of understanding it. When I ask Google's AI about transfinite war, it says there's not much information about transfinite war, but here's some information about unrestricted warfare and perpetual warfare, which are the things that they really want to see. A long time ago, Chinese generals and mathematicians and theologians and thinkers alike all came together and came up with this idea of unrestricted warfare and perpetual warfare, right? And the idea of something like TikTok would be a tactic in what is known as a transfinite war, which is basically unrestricted warfare, perpetual warfare that just goes on forever. It's a type of wars that lasts for a long time with periods of low intensity and high intensity, like, for example, the Israel-Palestine conflict, or the conflict in Myanmar, or the conflict between China and Taiwan, or the conflict between North Korea and South Korea. And then we have unrestricted warfare, which is a concept that involves using a variety of methods to win the conflict, including hacking, financial disruption, social discords. And it's said that these concepts originated from the work that started where there are no rules to unrestricted warfare. And you can still actually get an idea of it. It's still a book that you could go buy, and it's something that was actually real. We've talked about it before on this channel. It goes all the way back to 2015, but it's a study, or a sobering, fascinating study. I'll have the AI actually read it out for you about what the book's all about.
A sobering and fascinating study on war in the modern era. Unrestricted warfare carefully explores strategies that militarily and politically disadvantaged nations might take in order to...
Yeah, I see you out there over there on X, Lefty the Crime Ball, Squiggles. Yeah, you don't like the tech bug? Man, it's not very free market. Yeah. It's more China, if you ask me.
To successfully attack...
Bitch.
And strategy.
You son of a bitch.
A sobering and fascinating study on war in the modern era. Unrestricted warfare carefully explores strategies that militarily and politically disadvantaged nations might take in order to successfully attack a geopolitical superpower like the United States. American military doctrine is typically led by technology. A new class of weapon or vehicle is developed, which allows or encourages an adjustment in strategy. Military strategists Chao Liang and Wang Shangshui argue that this dynamic is a crucial weakness in the American military, and that this blind spot with regard to alternative forms of warfare could be effectively exploited by enemies. Unrestricted warfare concerns the many ways in which this might occur, and, in turn, suggests what the United States might do to defend itself. The traditional mentality that offensive action is limited to military action is no longer adequate given the range of contemporary threats and the rising costs both in dollars and lives lost of traditional warfare. Instead, Liang and Shangshui suggest the significance of alternatives to direct military confrontation, including international policy, economic warfare, attacks on digital infrastructure and networks, and terrorism. Even a relatively insignificant state can incapacitate a far more powerful enemy by applying pressure to their economic and political systems. Exploring each of these considerations with remarkable insight and clarity, Unrestricted Warfare is an engaging evaluation of our geopolitical future. For a more durable Echo Point Books hardcover edition of
Shut up. So yes, translated from the original documents of the People's Liberation Army of China, Unrestricted Warfare, aka Transfinite War, China's Master Plan to Destroy of America. And I mean, it was written I believe it was written a long time ago, like even before 2015. That's just when people started being able to buy it. And guess what, folks? We're about 10 years away from that right now, or 14 years if you really want to get down to brass tacks because of when it was published. And in the years that have followed, well, we've actually seen this happen in real time. I mean, economic warfare, we've seen that with our entirety of everything being flooded with cheap Chinese goods. We've seen digital warfare, and we've seen digital warfare on our networks and infrastructure. I mean, didn't they just hack Janet Yellen? Hacked Yellen. Let's see. Yeah, I think that was something that I saw. Yes, Chinese hackers access Janet Yellen's computer at the United States Treasury Department. Doesn't that fit in with economic terrorism right there? Yeah, I think that does. I mean, attacking digital infrastructure, economic terrorism. China ain't too happy with the United States because we're banning TikTok. I feel like, everything kind of rolls all together, right? Everything kind of fits into this crazy little bubble that we're looking at. And so, the United States Supreme Court is backing and upholding the ban that happened on TikTok because TikTok is bad. Because Bytedance created it, and it's owned by the Chinese government. And sure, we got some Americans that are in charge, but it's just a Trojan horse that they're just using it to get all kinds of video and get cameras everywhere and listen to everything and add it to their digital infrastructure that is just massive over there in China. Yeah, think about that. Is this the way that it's always supposed to have been? Or is this just a symptom of a much larger thing that's been ongoing for a while? Sure. And if you really think about it, this is more of an attack on the Constitution than anyone else. People in the chat really have already put it out. Isn't banning TikTok not a very free market move? Isn't that kind of like an un-American thing where you're supposed to have freedom of speech and freedom of press or whatever, and you're banning digital platforms? And last time I checked, I haven't really heard about any terrorists using TikTok to broadcast their media. Last time I checked, people use Facebook for that, or YouTube, right? Where has TikTok fell in this whole entire thing? We've heard a lot about, oh, it's a spy software, it's a bad program or whatever. But maybe it is just a fucking video app, right? And maybe they're just using that Chinese technology, right? And maybe it isn't people spying on each other. Maybe it's a little more, maybe it's a little deeper than that. Maybe it's about subverting and subversion of the American dream, right? Because what's the next thing that China's going to do? They're going to come scream a foul and be like, United States, they say that they're about freedom and grace and la la la, but they're banning our apps, and it's just TikTok. There's people cooking on there and shit, oh, it's big spyware or whatever. Yeah. Obviously, it's crazy when you think about it. Michelle asked, do you think X will benefit from a TikTok ban? I think it might, for sure, but X still doesn't have anything that's even comparable to what TikTok has in a lot of ways, right? Like, you still have to click on a video to get yourself in to start being able to scroll videos, but, like, that's all you have. You don't have a fucking video page. I don't have a situation where, you just go to the video tab and then you can just watch videos, right? Like everybody's asking for. X does stand to increase itself over this, but do they have the technology? I don't think so. I mean, they've really wasted a lot of X has really wasted a lot of time and technology investing in spaces because they wanted to take over the Clubhouse scene. And, Clubhouse is like a fucking text. It's a speech app where, you join a room and you talk to some people or whatever, and you can only get like 12 people talking. I mean, I use Discord, man. We can get like 50 people talking all at once. This was super easy. But ooh, it's X space. It's the next big thing. Even though we used to have Periscope on Twitter, right? And that you could do almost the same thing, but you actually had video and you could show people your screen and shit, which is still something that isn't very good over on X. And yeah, maybe Elon Musk is trying, but you know what? Try harder, motherfucker. Your shit sucks ass, right? I mean, TikTok was handily beating the absolute brakes off of YouTube, Twitch. Everybody was losing to these guys because they could not compete, right? They just could not compete with it in any way. I mean, YouTube was losing market share to TikTok in the shorts categories, in the video categories, and the sales categories, and all of them because they just focused on the users, right? They did everything right to get everybody happy with the app. Think about that. On Friday, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld the federal law banning TikTok beginning Sunday unless it's sold by the China-based parent company, holding that the risk to national security posed by its ties to China overcomes concerns about limiting speech by the app or its 170 million users in the United States. Damn. How many people live in the U.S.? Wow. That seems like almost more than half, actually, if you really get down to the numbers. More than half of the United States utilizes that application. And I mean, what is that dwarfed by but an app like WeChat, which is, the everything app over in China? Think about that. And what is Elon Musk trying to do? He's trying to build WeChat for America and X. Yeah. And then he wants to put a brain chip in your brain. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, huh? Yeah. Now, what does it say here? The sale does not appear to be imminent, and although experts have said that the app will not disappear from existing users' phones when the law takes effect, new users won't be able to download it, and updates won't be available, and it will basically eventually render the app unworkable. So that means that, yes, on Sunday they're shooting all of the US stuff down, but you'll still be able to open the app and possibly use it. It's just that you're going to be connected to the China servers exclusively now. Sounds like a really fucking fun time for anyone. But yes, eventually it's going to be unworkable. So unless somebody's smuggling out builds from China and posting them to some sort of app thing like F-Droid or I don't know, any of the other like non-Google mirrors that you can go download it from, I mean, you're basically ain't going to have no TikTok anymore. You got a phone with TikTok on it after Sunday? That motherfucker gonna be worth money! Yep. And then maybe TikTok will come back under a shell company. That's a possibility. I don't think it'll happen like that, though. That's for sure. So what is this? A decision came against the backdrop of an unusual political agitation by the president-elect Donald Trump, who vowed that he could negotiate a solution with the administration of President Joe Biden, who signaled that it won't enforce the law, which it passed with an overwhelming bipartisan support beginning Sunday, his final fucking day in office. And I mean, that is crazy, dude. That is crazy to think about. You know, I looked at this actual Twitch or Twitter feed, and they actually had a couple of people like, you know, right now we got guys like Mr. Beast and Kick rumoring to buy it. They're saying they're going to buy it.
I just got out of a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. TikTok.
This is how we buy TikTok in the background.
We mean business.
We mean business. Yeah. So, Kick Streaming is saying that they would love to buy the business entity, right? Business purchase letter of intent. Kick Streaming will buy it from Bytedance for an undisclosed amount of fee, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And if you look at it, it says page of 1 of 69, so it's a 69-page purchase letter of agreement, but there hasn't been any indication. Actually, there has. I believe ByteDance came out and said that they're most definitely not going to be selling it to anybody. So even if Elon Musk or any other asshole decided that they were going to spend their billions on it, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to buy it. Because ByteDance basically said that they're not going to do it. Although, don't get me wrong, Donald Trump says that he's been talking to Chairman Xi Jinping of China and that they had a really good call between China and the United States. And their expectation is that they'll solve many problems and act together starting immediately. And we just discussed balancing trade, fentanyl, and TikTok. See, look at that, dude. Donald Trump, he gives a shit about TikTok and many other subjects. So President Z and I will do everything possible to make the world a more peaceful and safe. That's right. So maybe Donald Trump is going to make it happen, right? Mr. Kevin O'Leary, a.k.a. Mr. Wonderful, dropped a $20 billion bid to buy TikTok, but there has been just zero indication that... Did you see Kevin O'Leary? You like Mr. Wonderful, Lunchy? You know who... You remember Mr. Wonderful? She's like, yeah, Daddy, we sat through his fucking thing and he didn't even show up. Yeah, I know. We had to talk to his stupid people. Wow, dude. Wow. Mr. Rugpull himself said that he wanted to spend $20 billion on it. No fucking way, bro. Although, I think Elon Musk has actually said that he wanted to buy too. Elon Musk TikTok. See if we can find something that really quick. 100,000. Oh, that's Elon Musk. 110,000 likes, and I'll buy TikTok and rename it to X videos. Elon Musk parody. Yeah, I don't think that there's actually going to be a real anything from TikTok. Wait, was this right here?
In terms of the possibilities, yes, that's what we're hearing is that Elon Musk's X could take control of TikTok US and run the two businesses together. What's in it for TikTok, or what's in it for X rather? I mean, there's a couple of different things. Firstly, it could help X's efforts to attract advertisers, and then separate to that, there's an artificial intelligence company that Elon Musk also founded, XAI, and that could also benefit from the huge amounts of data that's being generated by TikTok. In terms of the valuation of this deal, I mean, again, it's really difficult to tell on a lot of different fronts, but Bloomberg Intelligence last year said that TikTok in the US could be worth somewhere between $40 and $50 billion. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, we know, but it's still a large amount of money for him to finance, and he's still paying off X's loans as well. In terms of the possibilities, yes, that's what we're hearing is that Elon Musk's X could take control of.
Yeah, I don't see anybody buying that shit at all. And Penelope, I think TikTok is more popular than X by far, right? Like, X is pretty popular, but I don't think it's nearly as popular as TikTok, because you got to think you can actually find somebody live streaming on TikTok, on Twitch or Twitter, can you? Or on X? No. Unless you see the fucking post coming by it, you won't see that shit, dude. Or you're on that person's profile page. There's just no fucking discoverability on X. And on TikTok, it's completely different because their algorithm doesn't actually suck ass. It actually like delivers up content, and they have a meaningful way for you to get different places. You got penalized on TikTok for misgendering Michelle Obama and a joke. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that TikTok was the Chinese application, right? And Chinese applications are supposed to be the ones that have all that censorship. Like, don't expect to be going on TikTok and talking about Tiananmen Square. Y'all feel me? You feel me? Right? Don't go in there and start talking bad about the CCP. Or don't say Taiwan is its own country or whatever, because you'll get fucked, right? Like, they'll get rid of your ass. It's no different than what we've seen on, American applications when talking about LGBTQIA types people, or calling people truner, gooner, doomer, coomer, or so whatever. So be at least aware that there's obviously people that are trying to buy it, but Bytedance itself is not probably going to be selling it. Like, why would they? Why would they? Why would anybody in the United States even talk about it, right? Like, why would they even think about like doing that for anybody whatsoever, period? Right? Like, period. Nobody else has any offers, nobody else is putting it out there, but experts and everyone else has repeatedly said it, right? Like, I can show you. Several parties have expressed interest in buying this shit, but ByteDance has repeatedly said it does not want to sell. Experts have noticed the Chinese government is unlikely to approve the sale that includes TikTok's coveted algorithm. Yep. And I think that's really what it's been about, is because they're afraid of the algorithm, right? TikTok's algorithm is the number one reason that TikTok is successful, right? The reason that X has not been even anywhere close to being as successful of it is because we're still utilizing the old X, or we're using an old Twitter algorithm with some updates to it, right? That's all we got, is a 10, 15-year-old algorithm that was never designed to actually work in the way that they're describing it to. Like, Twitter used to work very simply. That's why it was such a great fucking app. You would tweet something out, and then it would go out. And then somebody would tweet something out, and it would go out. And it was by time. So, like, if you tweeted it at this time, and somebody tweeted after you, their tweet was after you. And then after that, and after that, So, it was real fucking easy to get to understand. Newest tweets at the top, old tweets at the bottom, and you would just go all the way to the bottom. And eventually that just got too expensive for them, so they started manipulating the way that they were showing things and creating new kludges, basically, to allow Twitter to show people curated content, so on and so forth. And TikTok developed a brand new algorithm that engages people, shows them stuff that they're going to like, keeps them engaged by seeing the stuff that they like over and over and over again, and getting huge retention. Do you think that they're going to get rid of that, right? No, they're not. Yeah. So let's see. For real, the United States market is less than a quarter of their market. Yeah, that's correct. Their whole market is China, right? Like, they're going to give up their coveted algorithm because the United States said so? Bow down like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. And Chicken Little says, the app's got half the pop's telemetry. Ain't that a security issue? Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's why people call it a spy app, is because it's got access to your telemetry, your cameras and shit. It can turn off and on your mic. I mean, it's basically a China spy app. And even if they've updated or tried to fix it over the years, it's not going to change anything. It's still going to be exactly that one fucking thing. Yep, I tweet something, get 146 views, guys steal it, gets 19K, people are making 400K a month on X. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how it is. And with X, it's not designed to allow people to be seen. You have to pay to be seen now. So you got to pay money to get into the higher view count algorithm thing. But if you don't have a bunch of verified followers, or if you have a bunch of followers, great. But if they're not verified, you're still not going to get the reach. So you have to have a bunch of verified followers in order to be seen. So all they have to do is see somebody say something that's got a teeny tiny account, steal what they said, retweet it. They get big views, big money. And if you're not part of the cool kids club, that's why X sucks more than YouTube. And that's just the one thing that nobody's talking about, is that why would TikTok even give it to somebody like fucking Elon Musk, right? Or any of these other guys? TikTok makes its money off of what, right? Like, data? They just allow people to upload the videos, right? You could just sit there scrolling all day and you'll never even know if you're watching an ad or not. And half the ads that you are seeing are ads that are actually just videos that are paid for on these accounts. You know what I'm saying? So the more that you start looking at this stuff, and the more you start digging into it, you start to realize is that on X, it's a manufactured thing. If you're not like a part of the in-group, there's no way for you to survive. Yet on YouTube, you can still right now start making content, start uploading videos, and have a 10-year-old fucking account and still get into the algorithm. Like, we proved it, even with me having such a censored channel. The fact that that video that we made about pirate software even got into the algorithm is amazing. But it shows you that, it's still possible. You just have to fit into the system, right? Like, you have to fight an algorithm with Twitter. You have to fight an algorithm with YouTube. And that was what the difference was with TikTok, is that TikTok didn't make you fight for content, right? You just uploaded videos and stuff, and eventually something was going to pop off. And, like, I've even had videos on TikTok that got a decent amount of views that just didn't make any sense. It's just lunchy. Right? It's just all about what the algorithm is trying to throw out to people that day. And the difference was between TikTok and your stuff is that TikTok actually gives the creators information on how to get better. You got a TikTok ad when you open the video, Space Potato? That's hilarious. That's funny as fuck. So think about that. Like, they would tell you, hey, you're doing this in your videos and you need to not do it. Or you need to change how you're doing this. Or, oh, if you split this video into 2 videos, you can get double the traction. We'll double promote it. So, like, there's a great algorithm there. They're not going to give that up. X algorithm is dog shit. It's trash. The only way that you can get anything out is if you get onto if you're a low account like me with no followers, the only way that you're getting any fucking impressions is if you drop a fat ass thread on somebody that's relevant right in the middle of the time and spend fucking 8 to 10 hours doing all of that shit. If not, you're not going to get any views and you're still not going to get paid. Like, you're still not going to get paid. It takes less time to get approved to get paid to have a fucking YouTube channel than it does to have an X account. You can get paid on Twitch faster than you can get paid. There is no fucking shot. No fucking shot, bro. No shot. Like, X is a shitty platform. The only reason I like using it at this point is because that's where everybody that I know is at, right? And I refuse to go back onto Facebook, and I refuse to go onto half of these other apps. So, you get banned from all the rest of this shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll fucking go outside, touch grass, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube algorithm is all right, but they delete comments for sure. That's the auto moderation for the AI. I have it turned on my account. So, and the reason I have it turned on is because if you don't have it turned on, then the channel is liable for what you say and can get banned for what you say. So if you went in there and started saying, N-word, 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 yeah, I could get screwed. Right? So we just turn that shit on and leave it on because what? You were just up here. I ain't giving you my burger. That's my burger. Eat your chicken nuggets. Eat your nuggets. We're doing a show. What's your deal? What's your deal, Chi-Chis? It's my burger. You gotta eat your nuggets. I got you nuggets. You had a burger today already. I cooked you a hamburger today already. Only one burger a day. Check them for the rest of the day. All this being cutesy buds and stuff makes me love you, but Daddy Burger? Daddy Burger? Sorry. What does that say? X claims to be producing a leaderboard and apps for Roku and whatnot soon. Oh, really? They're gonna have all that stuff for Roku? Why would you put it on Roku? Why don't you fucking work on this app, right? So that you can have that in this app. That seems better, right? I don't know. But yeah, Section 230 doesn't protect you from that. No, because it's not Section 230. It's it's the YouTube Terms of Service, right? And they're like, yeah, if you're not moderating your content or your comments and shit like that, delete shit, we'll delete you. Telling you what percent of human DNA is in those nuggets? They're not McDonald's chicken nuggets. They're from Burger King. It's 100% chicken. She just knows that I got a Bacon King in there and she wants it. She's like, Daddy, just give me the Bacon King. See, look, I'm giving you the Chi-Chi's, Daddy. See, like that. Chi-Chi's, Daddy? Now can I have some Bacon King? No. That's my Bacon King. I'm not even going to eat it till after the show, so that could be in fucking 3 hours from now, Lunchy. Space Potato TikTok is officially going dark on Sunday, as Penelope says. So Sunday, it'll be going dark. There will be no more TikTok. All of those people, like, dude, honestly, the people that I feel the sorriest for are like that Miles Morales kid, the one that the NPCs, right? All the TikTok NPCs, they're going to have to bring that shit to someplace else. And there's just no other place that they could do that like that, right? Like, you can't do, I mean, I guess you could try to do that on YouTube with like their little emoji things. That might work. Overall, I just don't know. It makes me feel sad too. Like my buddy Sethward, right? He got really big on TikTok, I think, because he got big on YouTube too. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I think TikTok is still. Can't you just go? Can't you still go to TikTok? Isn't that? I think I have a TikTok. I mean, I hate this fucking place. I hate this app. Their web app.
Emotion. Let me back up.
But I mean, check it out though. Look at TikTok USA, and then let's look at YouTube. And go to Shorts.
Want to see something crazy?
Yeah. Okay.
You want to see something crazy, Slat? Look at this. They're like almost identical. It's like so much fucking identical. What do I think about Red Note? I don't know. It's some fucking Chinese app that everybody's going to because they love licking China pee-pee, I guess. I mean, I don't understand why all these creators are just like gung-ho for China. But, I mean, if there was a bunch of Chinese bitches and Chinese people throwing money at Griftcast would love China, dude. I'm buyable, dude. I'm buyable. You know what? The reason, if the Jews want to buy me, they better bring a lot of money. That's all I got to say. You could buy me. I'm buyable. You got $1 million? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? This message brought to you in part by Griftcast IRL. Anyways, wow. I didn't realize that it looked so close to it. But, I mean, there's people on here, right? Like, let's see. Seth Word. Wait, is it Word? Or Ward? Oh, there it is. One of my friends. Yeah, he did pretty good. So I feel bad for him because, like, he did really good on it, right? He's got all kinds of fucking stuff on his TikTok account. He's got 12 million likes, 422,000 followers, dude. Like, that is nuts, man. But for whatever reason, I can't actually see his videos, which is weird. Yeah, why can't I see his videos? Sorry about that. Something went wrong. What are the fucking videos? Or we got super tall Paul. We got my boy Super Tall Paul. But yeah, I can't go to his page for whatever reason.
And I'm free.
Free falling.
That's awesome.
And I'm free.
That's cool. I really enjoy that.
You know, they spent so much time making this thing, but yeah, apparently I can't go to his fucking page for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why the app is being so weird or whatever, but I got 12K followers, and he's been doing like a show every fucking day on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sucks, man. A lot of folks on this TikTok app that are going to be losing a lot, but I mean, I feel like most of them have probably moved to other applications. A lot of people are moving to this Red Note app, right? And I mean, like, what is Red Note? Like, what? And here we go. I love Red Note, unironically. Banning TikTok not curb China's tech influence. It might just make it trendier. Yeah, guys. Fuck the United States. Fuck Donald Trump. We're going to go to communist China. I mean, I just never heard of Red Note. I just, like, it's not even in English, bro. It's a fucking straight up Chinese app. Right? It's a straight up fucking Chinese app. It just don't make any goddamn sense, my friends. What's up, Pixel Pixie? Let's see, don't you have to register with the State Department to be contracted with the foreign entity? I don't think so. TikTok US isn't a foreign entity. It's a United States entity. That's how they can ban it here in the United States in the fucking first place, right? That's what I thought, at least. Like, hold up. TikTok US. Let's see. Where's the goddamn Wikipedia? Ba-ding! Ba-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. So yes, the corporate structure is in the Cayman Islands of the Caribbean. It is based in both Singapore and Los Angeles. It owns 4 entities which are based respectively in the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, and Singapore, right? And its parent company is Beijing-based Bytedance, which is owned by the Chinese investors and the founders and the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah. And oh yes, main domestic distributor or subsidiaries is owned by the Chinese state funds and entities through a 1% golden share. That's right, the 1% golden share for every one in there. Yeah, we know Israel doesn't have to register as foreign entities. Sons of bitches. All right, let's see. I think there was something in here that I looked at it. STEM feed, heating, misinformation, feminism, demographic. God damn, this is a long-ass motherfucking thing. Controversies, restrictions, debate. Yes. So yeah, looks like some places have banned the shit out of it. Like TikTok is banned on a national governmental devices in a lot of different places because they're afraid of it actually spying on people, right? And that's all based on the Department of Defense labeling it a security risk after TikTok was found on government devices, and recruiters had been using the app to help fill quotas, and some continue to maintain a high level of engagement through their personal accounts as opposed to their Department of Defense accounts. Also in 2020, the CIA analysts determined that while it's possible for the Chinese government to obtain user information from the app, there's zero evidence that it ever did so ever. Yes. Yeah, that's basically it. So we're banning it, even though we never actually proved that they actually got any information from it. That's kind of like where it all started in the beginning, is that the Department of Defense just said that it was a security risk, probably because they didn't want their employees making a fool of themselves on TikTok. And then the CIA was like, well, it might be possible for them to get user information and shit like that, but we don't have any evidence that they're actually doing any of that shit. Huh. And then Donald Trump said that he was going to ban it. And yeah, they basically gave him 90 days to sell it. There was some executive orders, yada, yada, yada. And as of February 2023, 32 of 50 states have enacted bans on state government devices for employees and stuff. So really, they never actually proved that TikTok was able to actually do anything other than what it was intended to do, but they're still banning it. Yep. Still banning it, probably because it's tracking all your keystrokes and saving all your passwords and shit, so the Chinese Communist Party knows how to get your goddamn Chinese food order right or whatever. Just honestly, it ends up just kind of making us look a little stupid, to be perfectly honest and be frank. I think we're seriously being silly about it, but hey, it's going to lead to at least a sort of renaissance, right? We're going to see a lot of those TikTok accounts hopefully come into some of these other spaces and start posting their video content and whatnot, right? Yeah, we have seen The Dark Knight, right? Like, TikTok could be them, like, making that thing where they could see everybody and where they're at or whatever and track all the data and find anyone, like in that Fast and the Furious movie with the God's Eye or whatever. I mean, over half of the United States got this app installed on their fucking phones.
On Friday, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld a federal law that requires TikTok.
I mean, we're just not going to get these vertical videos that literally take no effort with some random whatever the fuck. Just talk.
China-based parent company Bytedance to sell TikTok's U.S. platform or face a ban in the United States. So under the law, internet hosting services will be prohibited from offering TikTok, and app stores also can't offer the app to users. People who currently have the app on their phones can't do updates, which over time is gonna make the app unusable. A sale of the platform really does not appear imminent, but some investors have been eyeing it, including billionaire businessman Frank McCourt, who said a consortium of investors that he's put together have reached out to Bytedance and made a proposal to buy TikTok's US operations. A lot of creators and business owners have opposed this law and had been hoping that the Supreme Court would strike it down, so this is a very big blow to them as well. On Friday, the
Supreme Court told y'all to fuck off. Oh, what? We can't just put up signs and be in front of our phones and cry and they're not gonna stop, bastards. Yeah, it didn't work for the Vietnam fucking war, so I don't think it's going to work for the TikTok war. No, sir. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work like that, folks. Can't take a phone with TikTok into the Pentagon. I think it's software issue oversteps authority. Yeah, I don't know. I took a phone with TikTok on it. I take my phone with TikTok on it everywhere. No one ever stops me. I get into the most secure fucking places in the entire fucking country sometimes, and I got my phone out and I'm taking pictures and doing like videos and TikToks and shit like that. Nobody's stopping me. I probably shouldn't be doing that, but I mean, when you're in the most secure, one of the most secure hangars in the world or whatever, and you're just taking pictures and stuff. It's not like I'm taking pictures of jets or anything like that. But yeah, can you show me to the schematics? No. Well, let's see. At arguments, justices were told by a lawyer for TikTok and Bytedance Ltd. that the Chinese technology company, that its parent, how difficult it would be to consummate a deal, especially since Chinese law restricts the sale of proprietary algorithm that has made the social media platform rightly successful. The app allows users to watch hundreds of videos in about half an hour, and some are only a few seconds long, according to the lawsuit filed last year in Kentucky, complaining that TikTok is designed to be addictive and harmful to kids' mental health. Yep. I mean, I definitely feel stupider when I'm like on TikTok watching shit, but I mean, half the time, what am I even seeing on here? I don't know. I'm just seeing. I'm usually watching this kind of shit. But what's up, baby? I'm going to miss you. We're gonna miss you, see.
How you doing? Are you doing all good? You're going to miss me. Defango! Do we know each other good? You're on your way. 27 hours later, you chat?
Or we can watch like this shit. No, that's a real girl, actually. Yeah, for some reason, AI, or what's it called? For some reason, TikTok seems to think that I love Asian women. Which is true, I actually do like Asian women, so it is correct. And then he even asked me, he says, how much do you like your live interaction on this? And then I could just say, yeah, there was no interaction. Submit. Yeah, whatever. It's awesome, man. I don't understand. It's just going to really piss off a lot of kids. But hey, maybe they'll go outside some more, right? No, they go outside anyway. That's where they fucking record all these goddamn TikToks. They're fucking outside in the streets, fucking with their goddamn phones out, you know, dancing and doing weird shit. You're just trying to fucking buy. You're at the grocery store. You're like, bitch, can you get out of my way? I'm just trying to buy some eggs and some hamburgers because I'm broke and that's all I eat. You know, like goddamn it, bitch, can you get out of the way? I'm just trying to buy the cheap spaghetti noodles and spaghetti sauce and these hamburgers so I can eat for the next 2 weeks. You know, what the shit? You like me? $27.99 for 2 minutes. You mean love you a long time. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. What I do know is that there's a lot of folks out there that are going to really just have a bad time with it. And, you know, honestly, it's just going to force all of us to have more competition on all these other apps. And I mean, that's got to be good for us, right? Right? We're doing it to save the kids from TikTok because we didn't have TikTok when I was growing up. You know what we had when I was growing up? Go outside, ride the bicycle. Or, you know, like I could use the computer, but it would be like, you know, 5 minutes for that bitch to turn on and then like another 5 minutes to get the game on and load it and shit, and then you would play the game for like 15, 20 minutes until you won or lost, and then you have to like start it all over again or do whatever. That shit sucked. So you'd go over to your friend's house, and then you guys would play console games, or, you know, you'd go ride your fucking bike or something. Right? That's what kids did back in the day. Now my nieces and nephews, you know what they do? They play on like my VR headset and then they watch TikTok. That's all they do. Or they don't watch TikTok, they watch YouTube shorts. So like my nephews are just literally sitting in front of the TV. One of them got the VR headset on and he's playing like Gorilla Tag or some shit. And then the other one's listening to TikTok shorts like fucking full blast on the TV. Loud as fuck. Just like over the same short too, like over and over and over again. And I'm just sitting there like in this noise hell, and my sister's just like not even. I'm like, how does this not bother you? And I was like, turn that shit down, kid. You know, like I turned the TV down to like 10, and he was like, oh, I could still hear it. And I'm like, yeah, but now it's not bleeding through the microphone on your little brother's headset. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. think the VR headsets are better for the younger children, though, because it does keep them active. But, like, trying to get them to go outside and do shit without their phones and stuff, that's hard, man. Yeah, dude, you know, like, I just want to be able to hand them some fucking lawn darts, right? You know, some shit that could kill you. Like, go play with these, guys. Or, you know, give them some regular darts, right? You know, give them the Red Ryder BB gun. You might shoot your eye out, dude. It's whatever, dude. You're going to look cool as fuck. You're going to be wearing an eye patch. Everybody's going to think you're a fucking pirate. And not an ass pirate like that pirate software guy, but like, you know, a cool ass pirate like fucking Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Honestly, there was a lot of liberal brain rot on TikTok, right? There's brain rot on all of the platforms, and it's it's always been up to us to create our own content and build these spaces, right? So, should we be mad about TikTok getting banned? I don't think I'm mad. I mean, I used the app enough to even be popular on it. Not that I would have been popular on it anyway, but you know, I totally had 122 followers on TikTok, man. I worked hard for those followers, bro. I worked hard for those followers, man. 122 followers, 2,700 likes. Look at that. Defango on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna miss that account. Didn't really mess with it. But you know what? I had a video. Some of my videos got 2,000 views, you know. Most of them didn't get shit, but I tried, right? How you gonna make it if you don't try it? Oh, actually, my best video was me going to the bunny ranch. All the little wormers out there were probably laughing at me because they were like, "Oh, this dude's buying bitches." But yeah, it's just like me going to the bunny ranch. I do believe that was the best video that I had. And they're like, "Oh, you're going to the bunny ranch? You're buying pussy, dude? What the fuck?" Be like, "Nah, dude, I was dropping some food off for some bitch. Get the fuck. Don't get twisted. Don't get it twisted." Arr to the Pirate Bay. Yarr. Yarr, me mateys. Yeah, I'll stop that. I'll stop that right now. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stop that shit right now. It says, this sets a precedent just to force people to sell their companies that the government doesn't like. Well, I mean, it is kind of, that is valid, right? Because Donald Trump is the one that originally banned TikTok in the beginning, and then Joe Biden saying, yeah, okay, we're going to let Trump handle the banning of TikTok, so now Trump is coming back in, and he's either going to have to keep banning TikTok or allow it to keep going. I don't think it's going to be something that they're going to deal with on day one, though. All those TikTok kids should have spent a lot more time voting for Donald Trump, and maybe he might have given a little bit more of a shit about their favorite little app getting banned or whatever. But it does save us, doesn't it? In some eerily odd fashion, it protects us. Protects us from that dangerous algorithm. And it keeps it out of the hands of nefarious Jewish and American billionaires for just a little bit longer. Because once they get their hands on it, because, you know, why haven't they just gone directly to China to buy it? China doesn't want to give it up because they know we can't give those motherfuckers this power. We give them this power, they'll use it, just like they always have. And I agree with the Chinese on that particular forefront. I think that they do get a bad rep. The Chinese people, you know, the Communist Party of China, they might suck ass or whatever, but they've never tried to assassinate me or fuck with me with all the shit that I've done against them in the years. And honestly, it's probably because they're like, oh, he's a stupid fat America. Yeah. But in reality, they just don't want the smoke. They really don't want the smoke. You want the smoke, China? I'll go fuck it. Me and Wukong will fucking come over there and fuck your shit up. I will resurrect his ass. Best believe. I will unleash the dinosaurs. Whatever. Oh my god. It's a real shocker. real shocker that the Zionist lobby successfully banned TikTok. And why did they successfully ban TikTok? It's because TikTok wouldn't sell to them. That's probably what it really was. Right? That's probably the reality and the nature of things that we've been dealing with. But that's okay, you know? They don't really need TikTok, right? They couldn't build TikTok on their own. But at the same time, nobody else could really build TikTok, not even Elon Musk. I mean, Elon Musk didn't even build X. He just had some people fiddle with the algorithm a little bit and started charging everybody to use it effectively, which really isn't an improvement, I would have to say, right? Because no other social media platform where you have the potentiality of getting paid charges you to do so. Yes, nobody charges you to do so. But then again, I guess if we're bringing up the Israel lobby, it seems that we could move on, right? You know, TikTok's gone. China, what are they going to do? They're just going to put on another app, dude. They're going to figure out whatever app gets popular, and they're just going to start using that app. So Red Note, they're going to do the same shit that they were doing with the other app on that app. It ain't going to change anything. It's not going to make people's brains any different about the whole entire situation. It's just going to be a fucking joke, dude. It's gonna be a joke. And, you know, TikTok maybe looks fabulous. I've never really liked the way that it's ever worked on my shit. Ever. Trump meme coin. I completely forgot Trump had a meme coin. Did Trump just drop a Solana meme coin? Yeah. What the hell is that? My new official Trump meme is here. Go get Trump memes. Get your Trump now. Go get Trump memes. The fuck? Is this another one of Barron's thing, dude? Barron's a fucking genius, bro. Just using all the crypto shit. Easily built with Moonshot. Trump memes are intended to function as an expression for sort and engagement with, and it's not anything else. Okay. Well, that just seems a little bit weird. Let's see what it says how to buy. You can only buy with this stuff. That's a Solana coin. Let's go check CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap versus coin. I don't want versus coin, I want Trump. Official Trump. Official Trump. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's a rug pull for sure. Let's see. 24-hour volume is $1 billion with a $2 billion market cap? Get the fuck out. For a meme? For a Solana meme coin? Holy shit. Should have got in that at the beginning. I'd have made much money. I didn't even know about it. Yeah, look at that. We got, in the last 5 minutes, 2,500 transactions with 2,300 buys and 210 sells. With the $14 million volume in the last 5 minutes. With 165,000 transactions with the $1 billion volume. Yeah, definitely looks like a Solana coin bump. For sure. It looks like somebody making some money over here, dude. Off a meme coin. And it's already up to $11, so I guess I'll have to leave that open to see how far up that goes. Wow. Wow. And then I guess that would make sense for why this was on the news today. Crypto firms pour millions into Trump inaugurations. Huh. Interesting. Cryptocurrency industry off a 2024 election spending spree is spending more money on this. Companies like Ripple, Coinbase, Kraken, Robinhood, and Circle have made 7-figure donation to Trump's inaugural committee since Election Day, part of a wave of corporate contributions that Trump has reeled in big business to curry favor with the incoming transition. Damn, dude. So Trump's inauguration is going to be sponsored by Bitcoin and shit? That's hilarious. Dude, sponsored by Coinbase. Kraken's approved president. Robin Hood approved. Donald fucking Trump. Ah! Yeah, I think this one's a little different than the Hawk-Tuah coin. If they fucking rug pulled on this one right here, somebody would be good. You would never hear the end of that shit, dude. Yeah, tonight was the crypto ball. Oh, yeah, wasn't there supposed to be some deplorable or some shit like that today? Actually, I thought that was what was tonight, was the deplorable. Or at least the next version of it. So yeah, we're going to have to definitely come back to that one, dude. If we see that shit fall past a bunch, and then we know that some people are going to be going big. And Solana seems to be going pretty hard, too. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to have to figure out how Trump is making all this shit happen, bro. Trump meme coin on this Truth Social hack. You just got a Red Note ad on my stream, dude? What the fuck? Red Note is doing ads? Like, can you even get to Red Note on the internet? Like, how to get not banned? What's this? How to avoid minefields. You do not have your First Amendment on red. It's a Chinese social media platform. So avoid politics, especially regarding human rights, the Communist Party, or sovereignty. Oh my god. A Red Note ad just flew over your house? Okay, that's a little weird. I don't know. I feel like you're making that up. I feel like you're making that up, asshole. Okay. Alright. Okay. So wait a minute. What's this? Israel's cabinet approves a deal for ceasefire in Gaza and the release of dozens of hostages. Isn't there like fucking 1 million plus hostages in Gaza right now? Like, isn't there a bunch of people in a prison or whatever? Aren't the Israelis like fucking genociding them and like taking their body parts and giving them to other people and like eating their kids and shit? That's what I thought. But you got any audio? Dude, look at these people right here. These are the people that are literally, when you look at this picture of this room right here, you're looking at possibly a group of the most vile and hateful and evil individuals that have ever existed on the face of this earth. Drink it in. Look at them. These are the folks. The same folks that started it. The same folks that were like, yeah, well, we're going to start a genocide in Gaza. We're going to get rid of them. Just like in World War II. You know? These are the people that have been trying to push it. And sure, they're all together now basically debating on how they're going to subvert it, right? Like, the only reason that they're signing any type of ceasefire is because Trump's coming in and he's pressuring them. But you're basically looking at the group of individuals that are collectively working together to figure out how they're going to fuck this fucking thing up, right? And even then, while they've been in the middle of negotiating this, peaceful transfer, they're still bombing the shit out of people. They're still killing motherfuckers. Yep. And they all have blank papers. No, they're not blank papers. Just getting lit up. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have any audio on that tab. I figured I would have audio, but there's no audio. Super fucking weird. It says, yeah, the blast come a day after Israel killed another 72 people. God, you gotta love that shit, don't you?
The Gaza ceasefire hasn't even taken effect yet, and already it appears to be in trouble. 2 U.S. presidents, Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump, both announced the deal on Wednesday, as did the Prime Minister of Qatar, the Middle East country that's been mediating weeks of negotiations. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says there still is no agreement. He's blaming Hamas. He says the group is trying to make last-minute changes to the deal. Hamas denies these allegations, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says there still is no agreement. He's blaming...
Yes, that guy right there is saying, no, it's Hamas that doesn't want to stop it. And it's like, are you sure you're just not trying to, like, eke out a few more kills so you guys can, collect some more body parts or something?
Hamas. He says the group is trying to make last-minute changes to the deal. Hamas denies these allegations and says it's committed to the agreement. There may be an element of domestic Israeli politics at play here. Two hardline partners in Netanyahu's governing coalition have come out against the deal and threatened to possibly bring down the government over it. It's not clear how serious this crisis is, but it has forced Netanyahu to delay a planned cabinet vote that was meant to ratify the agreement. The agreement aims to end a devastating 15-month war. It would bring home dozens of hostages held in Gaza and also allow hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians to return to their homes, or what's left of their homes, in Gaza.
Yeah, what fucking homes, bro?
The deal was welcomed on both sides on Wednesday, but for the time being, the families of hostages and the displaced Palestinians are now facing another period of renewed uncertainty.
Ah, yes. We already agreed on it. It was agreed on Doha. But no, Palestine's the one that's trying to change the deal again. It's not us Israelis. It's not like we just had a bunch of people in our cabinet threaten to overthrow the government because they're pissed off that, we're going to sign a ceasefire deal. They believe that they should just keep pushing for the greater Israel that they definitely don't serve. Yeah, that's where we're at with that particular situation. I thought that this thing was all going to be good to go. Right? But yeah, we can see all of their news on their name tag, but interestingly enough, yes, all of the papers that are on the table are all seemingly redacted. It looks like somebody just went over them and either put a type of blur filter on them or flashed them up so that you can't actually read anything. Because you can perfectly read documents on the wall. You can perfectly read their name tags and shit. And if you look at the name tags, actually, they don't even look real, bro. It looks like somebody fucking photoshopped a couple of them. Like this one right here. That just looks really fucking weird, bro. That looks like some digital text that somebody just threw up on there while they were in the middle of furiously fucking wiping out any indication of it. If you look right here, it says this photo was provided by the Israeli government press office. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened a security cabinet to vote on the ceasefire after confirming an agreement had been reached. Oh, right, yeah, it's because it's an edited picture that came from the Israelis. Got it. So, yeah. It doesn't really seem like they want to stop anything, and I agree with you. It's definitely just another organized criminal gang working to try to figure out how they're going to keep all this shit together. And I don't really feel like they're doing too great of a job, right? Here's a woman pausing behind a hostage poster, and then here's some people walking outside of their tents. So, I mean, in a 15-month war, all we've basically seen is the absolute brutality of the Israelis in this particular fight. Like, if anybody could ever have talked about somebody overcommitting on something, or just, like, I don't even know what the correct word of it would be, but it's just like complete craziness in this entire situation. There's no way that they ever needed to be as brutal as that. But sure, they're consistently keeping memorials for people and putting those little flag stars around everywhere and trying to act like, hey, we only have a hustle hostages left. Right? It was just a few hostages left. Yep. They want Mosaki now. Yeah, they definitely want something now. And sure, the cabinet approved the deal, but the deal still hasn't gone through. And it seems like they're either waiting for Donald Trump to come in and try to fix the deal for them, or maybe they're just waiting for it to be there. But think about this. This is from the Times of Israel. Prison Service says taking measures to block public displays of joy when the Palestinians are released. Yeah. And can't be having any of that. Can't be having any of that. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
The Israel Prison Service says it is taking measures to prevent any public displays of joy when Palestinian prisoners are released as part of the Gaza ceasefire deal. It says in a statement that it was preparing for the release of prisoners in exchange for Israeli hostages held in Gaza, which the Prime Minister's office said could begin on Sunday. The prison service says that 2 jails, one near Jerusalem and another near the southern city of Ashkelon, had begun preparations for the releases by gathering prisoners to be freed. The commissioner of the Israel Prison Service, Kobi Yacobi, instructed that, to prevent public displays of joy in Ashkelon and other areas of Israel, the escort from Shikma prison will not be handled by civilian buses of the International Committee of the Red Cross, the statement says. The Geneva-based ICRC oversaw the only previous prisoner exchange of the war, in November 2023, when 105 hostages held in Gaza were freed, the 80 Israelis among them in exchange for 240 Palestinian prisoners. Instead, special units from the prison service would handle transport, the statement says. Yacobi also tells prisoners earmarked for release to refrain from expressions of joy within Israel.
Yeah. So they're already putting a lot of stipulations, Israel is, on the prisoners, so the prisoners are not allowed to celebrate whatsoever when they're being released. They're basically forcing them to not say anything. So, no joyous proclamations of Allahu Akbar or Assalamu Alaikum or whatever the fuck that they say, because I don't actually know anything other than that. But yeah, just some normal shit right there. Some normal shit. And I agree with you, Lefty. They just want to hit Trump, blame Iran so that we can go fight all their wars for them. And what I've been saying is that, that should be pretty easy. Trump should be very clear with Netanyahu and be like, you guys need to sign the ceasefire deal. You need to stay within the terms of the deal. And if you move any way out of it, what we're going to do is we're going to put United States troops on the ground, and then we're going to start protecting the Palestinians. And we'll see what happens. IDF soldiers, I hear they got really itchy trigger fingers and love killing people. So, they start shooting at U.S. troops, you're going to have a whole bigger ass fucking problem over there. Whole bigger fucking problem. So we don't have Netanyahu coming to the inauguration. They're still working on this full-scale ceasefire deal where they're going to release dozens and dozens of hostages, yet Israel's still trying to do everything that they fucking can to get out of this situation, to not have to deal with the situation. They're really just pausing or making the deal slow down so that they can come up with a good reason a good reason. But, we can be at least happy that his cabinet has come together and approved the ceasefire deal. Now we're just having to wait to figure out when that shit's going to start, right? Negotiations are still apparently ongoing. But, we're all supposed to be happy that an approval was made, right? Every single one of their little papers is fucking... Yeah. It would be awesome if we did that, right? What's up, Cosmos? Yeah, we should just send them all... we should just all send them celebration pagers, right? Yeah, just send them celebration pagers. It'll be fine. We ordered it from their suppliers, bro. Why would they be afraid of their own pagers? You know what I mean? No, actually, honestly, I've always thought I always thought about an easy way of making a lot of money would be getting into the yarmulke game. I'm going to be bald here pretty soon, so I'm going to need like a little skull cap or whatever. So, what if we just like pretended to be Jewish and started making like a yarmulke thing and then like sent out a bunch of fucking yarmulkes everywhere or whatever. And then there was just like a tiny plastic. Never mind. Paging Dr. Ahmed. Yeah, like honestly, this is still like the most fucked up thing that I've ever heard. Even more fucked up from what I heard about the Unit 8300 that they were trying to put together so that they could stalk and track like anti-Semites across the world or whatever and take them out. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. Super fucking crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yes, we understand that they do have a lot of nukes and 33 hostages or whatever. Yeah, dude, Tim Pool definitely has a line of used skullcap merch. That's actually right. I did hear about him having actual merch. Him actually having some pretty good merch. Isn't he getting funded by these guys now? Didn't he go after he lost his bid with getting all that Russian money through 10M Media? I thought, didn't he sell out to like the Daily Wire or whatever? So, I mean, I guess they know what they're doing. Manny, you might have Sephardic blood in my family. Don't tell me that. Yeah, I probably do, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I probably do, to be perfectly honest, but I would never rep that shit. I'm a Jesus for life kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'd be telling all my other mentions that they better be getting onto the Jesus front, or shit's gonna be going bad for them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tim Full, the guy that threatened to sue, or the guy that I threatened to sue, and he fucking backed down like he was a little bitch. But yet he turns around and like sues other people and fights them like he's got a big dick and shit. So like I don't even understand where the fuck that's going. I don't even understand. You know what I understand though? 46,870 people being killed in Gaza since the October 7th attacks that killed 1,200 people. So 1,200 people versus 46,870 people. Yeah, that seems like a lot of motherfucking people. It kind of seems like a whole lot of bad shit. Israel says 94 of the hostages are still being held by Hamas, of whom 34 are presumed dead. And they want all of them back. Honestly, I hope they get all of their prisoners back. Really, like, for what I've seen, you know, those Hamas guys are apparently taking really good care of them. I mean, you know, feeding them right and shit like that. The last time that they let out all the hostages, from the Hamas guys were like hugging everybody and they were like kissing each other's cheeks and shit. They were like, "Oh, you have a great day." And they're the Hamas guy. He's all like tall and skinny and shit with his AK, and he's like handing him a water, and he's like, "All right, man, here you go, take the water for the road. He love you. Have a nice day." You know, it's like, the fuck, man. The fuck. Yeah. Little known fact. Yeshua of Nazareth wore a funny hat. His mom never let him leave home without it. That's right. That's right. That is correct. Because they were pretending, right? They were pretending. So ahead of the Israel government's vote on the deal, Culture Minister Miki Zohar of the Netanyahu Likud Party said it's a very hard decision, but we decided to support it because it's very important for us to see all of our children, men, and women back home, which is the whole reason of it. But you know what? Nobody approves of what Hamas did on October 7th. Nobody approves the murder and unwanted killing of 1,200 people. But the reality is what did we learn? The Hannibal Directive. Out of the 12,000 people that were allegedly killed by Hamas, Israel's the one that was actually doing the most damage, right? Because a bunch of guys in fucking paragliders with AK-47s can't fucking blow up buildings and shit. It just doesn't work like that. They don't have explosive ammo, okay? That ain't a fucking thing. For that, at least. Like, for an AK. Maybe like a fucking 50 cal, you could get an explosive round of some kind, or like a drill penetrator. But, fucking, no. I mean, really. Numbers to numbers, dude. It's probably one of the worst things that we've seen in a long fucking time. And it's still not over. It's still not over, bro. It is still not over. I don't think it's ever going to be over. It will never be over for us, bro. But I guess something's happening. According to Reuters, a severe cold is forcing the Donald Trump inauguration indoors for the first time in 40 years. Yes, the swearing in will take place Monday inside the United States Capitol, the same building that apparently a bunch of people tried to insurrect. Says the indoor Moni is going to limit the crowd side compared to an outdoor event, and Trump is also moving the presidential parade to an indoor venue because there's an Arctic blast sweeping across the country. People are literally freezing in their fucking cars, I think, actually. Well, that's what I was hearing about in the U.S. news, but I haven't seen too many things. What's this? Residents ordered to evacuate after fire breaks out at power plant in Central California. Oh, cool. The Moss Landing battery plant is still on fire. That's great. That's the lithium battery plant that makes Tesla batteries for Teslas. Awesome. And that's the one that Tesla paid for. Cool. Oh, here we go. Frigid air is about to sweep the nation. Yeah, look at that, baby. Oh, well, let me look at this without getting emerald. I don't want no I don't want emerald. Fuck you, Weather Channel. I ain't paying you shit. Suck my dick. Suck it. Arctic blast brings dangerous cold this weekend. This is what they're saying is going to happen.
Meteorologist Ann Campolongo and
negative.
We talked about the wind
and
how
negative?
Strong this is. We actually
negative
saw
20,
the,
negative 30 degrees.
The cross arms of the traffic lights bouncing in the wind on the way back from dinner tonight.
Yeah, and our camera over at Seven Oaks in Boone also going up and down with the wind. So it's going to be whipping, and not only tonight, but really as we finish out the weekend into the first part of next week. We've got several windy days, and we've had some cold days already this season, of course, but we know when we kind of add in the wind, it just makes it a little worse to be outside or feel a little bit worse to be out there. And we're already starting to feel that pain this evening. Temperatures are in the low 30s, just above freezing. Feels more like the mid 20s, though. So we are dropping temperature-wise and as well as our wind chill. Winds are out of the northwest this evening. They'll continue to stay elevated all the way through tonight and into the day on Saturday. Temperatures, low 30s. Again, far cry from the 50 degrees that we saw today. Wind chills making it feel like the low 20s, and Ankeny feels like the teens.
Yeah. I did know that the second time that Reagan was inaugurated, it happened indoors. And he was also shot just like Donald Trump. So, yeah, they're worried about that, I guess. I mean, they're still trying to get in. Kristi Noemi, DHS secretary. What? You're putting this girl up in there? What's up, baby? What's up, mommy? I guess she could be a good DHS secretary. I don't know. Where will it snow in the U.S.? See where the polar vortex is set to make an icy impact. That's what I'm looking for right there. Continue to cite. Shut up. Here we go. So they're definitely seeing that the polar vortex is going to be going all the way down into Dallas and Fort Worth. That's not going to be good. That's going to be an ice mess. Washington, D.C. Here's the D.C. snowfall territory, so that thing's going to be completely iced out. And it looks like they even got different parts that are going to be pretty fucking cold, bro. Yeah, dude, I'd let her be my DHS secretary. Shit. What's up? What's up? It's like when I look at that extra Emily girl. How you doing? Like Joey Tribbiani and shit. How you doing? Damn, even in fucking, even this place, but Illinois is going to get hampered? Oh, Chicago's not really going to get hit with it. That's good. Chicago, all those black people in Chicago probably hate the cold weather, man. Even in Indiana. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. Just going to be a bunch of motherfuckers riding around on sleds and shit with their pipes frozen. Okay. I guess it's going to be all right. Damn, is the fire still going on in California? Holy shit. Our live coverage has ended. So what it says, after the Eden fire, these Altadena residents return with despair and hope to their homes in ruin. Yeah, I don't really feel too bad for all those people in California. I mean, I feel bad, but I would never live there. I don't know why you live there, you know. Oh, because you wanted to hang out with all the Jews in Hollywood or whatever. A lot of good that fucking did you. I don't see them coughing up money to help you out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So there are 3 viruses that have paralyzed Pahrump. I guess if you have the right remedies, you'll live. There's no wind in Pahrump. Well, that's weird. What do you mean, Ella Purnell? Dude, you know what makes me so thirsty? What, Ella Purnell? Yeah, there's something about her. There's definitely something about the Fallout girl. But, she's British, though, so she's freaky, right? She's a Brit, so she's fucking weird. Oh, I think she actually voices that one. You want to see some Ella? You want a thirst trap on Ella Purnell real quick? Here you go, bro. I mean, she's pretty, right? I don't really like her shitty tattoos, though. Like, her shitty tattoos definitely kind of ruined the whole ensemble for me. Still got a pretty face, though. But, like, these little garbage tattoos are just, like, fucked up. They're fucked up. It's freezing in Pahrump. I'm leaving tomorrow. Yes, Teddy. Oh, you're leaving Pahrump tomorrow? That's good, Cherie. That's good. That means you guys will maybe be back over here not too much longer. But yeah, I would definitely get out of Pahrump. It's actually pretty cold up here too right now. It's 34, but I don't think we're gonna have snow over the next couple of days. Next 48 out. Oh wait, I can do 10 day. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna really have to worry about that though. It just seems like it's gonna be mostly cold. It hasn't really been rainy or anything like that. You saw ice in the Arizona desert? Yeah, well, it gets really cold at night in Arizona. It does still snow in Arizona. It's just not where anybody lives. Not where anybody lives. Oh, dude, somebody said this. Oh, yeah. Somebody actually captured a video of the exact point in time that Starship 7 exploded. So this is a video of Starship 7 after it separated from the booster. Blowing the fuck up.
Go, baby, go!
Yeah, it does snow in Tucson. I've been there when it's happened. Too, actually. Go, baby, go! Go, baby, go, baby, go!
Sorry.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, shiz my bizzles!
Shiz my bizzles!
That's literally right over us.
Shiz my biz!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude! That's what it looks like when Starship blows up. That's what it looks like. If you ever wanted to know what it looks like when Elon Musk's dreams explode, that's what it looks like right there. We're gonna watch that again.
Trucking. I'm a trucking. Sorry. Oh, shiz my bizzles. That's literally right over us.
You can see each of the individual. That's crazy. Hold up. Let's look at this. So, here, that's definitely an explosion of a tank of some kind, probably based on the fact that it's red. I'm going to say that the oxygen tank's probably ruptured because the oxygen tanks go first, and that's why you got the big white and red. And then when you see this right here, you see the secondary explosion. Wait, oh fuck. You see the secondary explosion right there in the middle? So that's the thing coming all apart. The bluish, like greenish looking blob at the bottom is the other fuel basically igniting. And then you can kind of see each of the rockets separating off of it. So it's really hard to tell, but you have an initial flash with all of the red, and then you could kind of barely see all of the rocket engines coming off of it and going in different directions. So, like, each of those, like, wisps right there of red shit is actually the engines fucking coming off and exploding. And then that middle part off of the front is actually the rest of the fairing and, like, the actual unit itself. So, like, the whole tank explodes, fucking the other tank explodes, and then it sends all of the fucking engines off. The rest of it just flies off in the middle of nowhere. That shit's crazy, dude. And obviously, it was a rapidly unscheduled disassembly. It was definitely a flight test. There was nobody on it, but damn, son. Damn, son, that shit's fucking crazy. Yeah, technocracy, BFO. Here's another one. Hey, bitch! Kaboom, bitch! Dude, imagine being in a fucking plane and then just seeing that coming at you. Holy fuck, that would be scary as shit, bro. You just sit a plane and then you look over and be like, oh, that looks awesome. Hey, wait a minute. That seems like it's coming in. Oh my fucking god! That shit would take you the fuck out. All that debris and shit was probably going like at least 10,000 miles an hour. Because it doesn't release until they get to like the bottom of low Earth orbit, right? And then the thing's supposed to jet itself out, up and out, but it follows that weird curved trajectory. So yeah, that would have sucked to get hit by that, son. That would have fucking sucked to get hit by that. Yeah, if it's completely out, it's going 25K, but if it's in the atmosphere, there's no way it could go that fast. There's just no way it could go that fast when it's in the atmosphere. There's just no way. Oh no, that's Elon Musk getting trolled on because he's a shitty gamer or whatever. Oh, I saw something about him having an issue with the government and Starlink. No. Maybe it was on here. Go to U.S. News? Did they move it? I guess I looked at it in a different spot. I look up business, maybe? Ah, yes, that's what it was. It was a business. Yeah. Air traffic controllers rush to divert aircraft after Elon Musk's rocket explodes. And now the FAA is saying that they're actually temporarily halting the launch of SpaceX rockets because, well, yeah, they need to investigate. They need to investigate what happened of that big old mishap. Can't just let a rocket explode over Turks and Caicos and think that everybody's going to be just all right. You know what I'm saying? The federal agency is requiring SpaceX to perform mishap management into the loss of Starship, including a vehicle, during launch operations January of 16. SpaceX will need to identify any corrective actions which the FAA will review before determining if the launch vehicle can return to flight. Alternatively, the company seeks to return an early return to flight by demonstrating sufficient safety measures and confirming the mishap posed no public risk. Turks and Caicos' government met with the UK Space Agency expert and reiterated warnings to residents to avoid falling debris and advised residents to take photographs of the object without touching them, emphasizing that space debris remain property of the spacecraft owner. Yeah, typical orbit speed is 18 to 22K for sure, but that bitch wasn't in orbit yet. And when that shit blows up, it's going to slow down pretty quickly. Like, the debris can't on its own go 18,000 miles an hour. Maybe like 10. But it's going to go 10, and then it's just going to keep slowing down until it hits terminal velocity. So poor Elon Musk isn't going to be able to shoot rockets off here pretty quickly. Or at least that's what they're trying to say. Whatever. The Justice Department files nationwide lawsuits alleging Walgreens knowingly filed millions of prescriptions that lacked a legitimate medical purpose. Oh boy. Oh boy. The lawsuit seeks to hold Walgreens accountable for many years that it failed to meet its obligation with dispensing dangerous opioids and other drugs. Our complaint alleges that Walgreens pharmacists filled millions of controlled substance prescriptions with clear red flags that indicated the prescriptions were highly likely to be unlawful, and that Walgreens systematically pressured its pharmacists to fill prescriptions, including controlled substance prescriptions, without taking the time needed to confirm their validity. These practices allowed millions of opioid pills and other controlled substances to flow illegally out of Walgreens stores. The government complaint alleges that approximately around August 2012 through the present, Walgreens knowingly filled millions of prescriptions for controlled substances that lacked a legitimate medical purpose, were not valid, and or were not issued in the usual course of professional practice. Among millions of unlawful prescriptions that Walgreens allegedly filled were prescriptions for dangerous and excessive quantities of opioid prescriptions, early refills for the opioids, and prescriptions for especially dangerous and abused combinations of drugs known as the Trinity, which is made up of an opioid, benzodiazepine, and a muscle relaxant, which is generally a soma. Uh-oh. 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 So, yeah, Walgreens is kind of fucked. Squidicus floating about 2,100 miles an hour. Well, you're just a fucking stain, bro. Squid, you ain't even a... You don't even exist anymore if you exploded going that fast. I mean, just the fucking air, just the air pressure and heat alone from your skin going that fast, hitting the air would burn you to crisp. You'd get roasted. Holy shit, we actually got a donation from Teddy. Teddy says, $1.99. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation, Mr. Teddy. I appreciate you sending me money. I like money. I like this show being able to earn money. It makes me happy. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, well. But we kind of already knew that they were doing all of that shit, didn't we? Yeah, we kind of already knew that they were doing all that shit. You imagine that it blew up because it was stopping a meteor? That could be it. That could be there. In other news, the Biden administration says the Equal Rights Amendment is law. Huh. So, we have equal rights now. All right. Wait, what did it say? 1970s era amendment passed by Congress would guarantee men and women equal rights under the law, but it took until 2020 for enough state legislatures to ratify it, missing a deadline set by Congress by a long shot. ERA proponents have argued that the deadline was not binding because it was the preamble to the amendment rather than the text of the amendment itself. On Friday, Biden said he believed the ERA had cleared the hurdle to be added to the Constitution as the 28th Amendment when Virginia ratified it 5 years ago. He did not explain why he waited until the waning days of his presidency to take action, though he said he consulted dozens of scholars on that point. So, yes, in Joe Biden's basically pretty much final act as being the president, he has said now that the Equal Rights Amendment is now the law of the land. And in a speech to the Conference of Mayors, he's saying it's the 28th Amendment of the Constitution now. Nice. Yeah, my dono aesthetics are the best on point. Nobody's got better dono aesthetics than I do. Wait, why does he keep posting all of his comments like that? That's weird. Fucking YouTube is like Twitter is being weird with this thing. Yeah, what the hell? How did your thing take it over all like that? That's weird. Huh. Yeah, I did hear about that meteor hitting somebody else's house. I don't know. Have you guys heard about the Equal Rights Amendment? Are you even worried about it? It says that women have equal rights to men. Like, But I thought that it was the 14th Amendment. Right? But then we have equalrightsamendment.org. Oh, here we go. The Equal Rights Amendment, or ERA, is proposed. I don't remember there being an Article 5 Constitution in order to ratify this, though. That's the whole thing, is that they had the resolution, they put it out there. The article basically states the following: equal rights under the law shall not be defined or abridged by the United States or any other state on the account of sex. Congress shall have the power to enforce by appropriate legislation provisions of this article. The amendment shall take effect 2 years after the date of ratification. So that's kind of weird, because, like, don't they need to have an Article 5 convention in order to actually ratify the amendment? You can't just say that it was there. Even if all of the different states vote to approve it or whatever, they still have to actually have the fucking convention. It's currently not part of the Constitution. Ratification status has long been debated. Written by Alice Paul and Crystal Eastman and first introduced into Congress in December of 1923. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, dude, what the hell happened there? What happened to my chat thing? Like, carried itself. Oh, it's still working. Just keeps, like, reposting all the Twitter stuff, like, bunch. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Here we go. The Equal Rights Amendment was proposed in 1923. As of January 27, 2020, the ERA is to satisfy the requirements of Article 5 of the Constitution for ratification. Article 5 of the Constitution outlines the process for amending the Constitution and establishes 2 ways to propose amendments and 2 ways to ratify them. Congress, 2/3 votes. State legislatures, 2/3 ratify the amendment. State ratifying conventions, 3/4 of the states ratifying conventions must have approved the amendment. Process for amending the Constitution is difficult, requires a strong consensus. Yeah. When did they have the convention to do that? The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary to propose amendments to the Constitution on or on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of several states, shall call the conventions for proposing amendments, which in either case shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of this Constitution, when ratified by the legislature of 3/4 by several states or by conventions in 3/4 thereof, as one or other mode of ratification may be proposed by Congress, provided that no amendment which may be made prior to the year 1888 shall in any manner affect the first and fourth clauses in the 9th section of the first article, that no state without its consent shall be deprived of equal suffrage in the Senate. So yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like it sounds like they've done it, right? It sounds like they let it happen, but it's not really working. Yeah, but that's right. When's the Constitution ever stop the potato from ever doing anything of it? So yeah, there should be an Article 5 convention. It says, call a convention proposing the amendments, which in either case shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of the Constitution. when ratified by legislatures of 3/4 of several states or by conventions in 3/4 thereof. So I guess they're trying to say because it was ratified in 3/4 of the states, finally they could just make it an amendment. But even then, the National Archive is saying no because you haven't had the fucking convention yet. Yeah. Let's see. Getting the ERA in the Constitution is a first step. I thought there was something on this article about that. Oh yeah, here we go. In 2020, the National Archivist, who was charged with making the constitutional amendments official, declined to certify the amendments, citing an opinion from the Justice Department Office of Legal Counsel. The department said that it considered the ERA to be expired after 1982's ratification deadline was missed, and in 2022, the Office of Legal Counsel released an opinion affirming that 2020 decision. So yeah, big controversy on it. They're basically just trying to throw an amendment into the Constitution without going through all the proper channels. And even though the amendment was dead back in 1982, after they couldn't get it ratified within the time frame that was given, they just keep trying to push it forward and say, well, now we got enough states that have ratified it, so we're just going to push it through. But thank God the National Archivist is like, sorry, y'all still need to have an Article 5 convention in order to get this on the fucking ticket. And last time I checked, half of the states don't want to do that. So, in true Squiggles Smith Jr., this is already covered by the 14th and the 19th Amendment. It is wholly and fully to give Congress more power that they don't need. That's what it's for. But, I mean, we already have equal rights. We already voted that in. That's already been a fucking thing. So, like, what on earth are they trying to fucking do? That's the big question here. Is what are they actually trying to do here? Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like they're trying to do some fucking wreck shit, Doug. They're trying to do some wreck shit. They're trying to fuck with some people. I don't fucking like it. But you know what? At least we already have equal rights in the United States. Jesus, I'm just not trying to give even more people cheating. Uh-oh. So what else can we do here today? I guess I could go look at live stream fails and see if there was any fucking stupidity that happened that we can actually take a look at. And oh, it looks like there's a couple of different things that are out there on this thing. We didn't really talk about pirate software or any of that other shit because we don't like beating dead horses, but people are still going in on him, bro. People are still going in on him. And why? Oh my god, I'm about to watch a Destiny clip.
I want to test the thing.
Ingenious.
If I look away from it now, it's still there. The camera works. We can pause it to stay in place permanently because we're looking at it. Technically. That portal no longer moves. A little too early.
649.52 is more blatant.
A little too early. Just a tad.
What's he doing on his phone? What are you doing on your phone, Thor? You looking up the...
There's no way that he would be this blatant about it, though, right? Like, he's clearly looking at his phone right now. There's no way he would go from that and just instantly solve it. Like, you would at least fake trying to figure it out for another minute or two, right? Like...
Oh, is it still too early? Oh, damn. It might actually still be too early.
Oh, boy. Dude, the internet is still going after this fucking guy. And I love it. I fucking love it. 3 idiots almost die. Oh, boy. Who is this? Sketch?
And we're supposed to make it to...
Sketch, the guy that used to be a gay OnlyFans creator? Oh, my God. What did he do?
We're supposed to make it to 40 hours.
Oh, he threw a lighter in the fire.
No, you didn't.
That's fucking stupid.
Did you just put the lighter in the fire? Say on God you put it in. Seriously.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I should have.
You literally just put it in there.
Did you? Oh, I did. We're supposed to make it.
He's got it, and he puts it right in the fire.
No, you didn't. I swear to God. Did you just put the lighter in the fire? Say on God you put it in. Seriously.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
He literally just said, "No, I did it." Like, what the fuck?
Did you? Oh, I did.
Oh, fucking God, dude. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Dude, Quinn is still going after this guy?
I'm gonna have to peel my hot dog. I have to peel it. Every good hot dog needs to be peeled. Every good hot dog needs to be peeled. You see, now that I've peeled the hot dog, it's ready to eat.
Look, a hot dog is
That's
about
right.
to be eaten by Thor.
It's ready to eat.
Demand he smears ketchup on his face.
I don't like that. Ebrob221 admits to cheating on the Black Puzzle Challenge after 50 hours? What the fuck? How can you even cheat on a puzzle like that?
Listen, there's been times where I've used the letters, okay? Sometimes, listen. Sometimes, listen.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Listen. I'm not restarting. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Okay. I don't really understand the context of that. What's this? 19 hours ago? Didn't we watched that already yesterday? E-Rob opens up about the divorce. Failed to determine content classification. That means I deleted it. Destiny helps Osmond Gold hold consistent SIP frame with his own words. Destiny explains the downfall of the internet. I don't really give a fuck about watching Destiny clips. Soda's breakfast. Okay, let's see this one. I like paying attention to what's happening during little soda pop.
Anyways, I woke up with sheer confidence that today was my first real day off since the subathon. We're like, hey, I got nothing to do today. It's really important. I don't need to be anywhere, whatever. I started my morning with a joint. A joint was my breakfast. I'm serious. Shit on all you want. It's my day off. I do whatever the fuck I want. That was my breakfast. And then I proceeded to have another one. Two joints. One of them was extra long. New joint. Never used it before. Crazy stuff.
Smoked a joint tonight.
I was watching anime.
In the afternoon.
I was about to go English dub because reading
I smoked 2 joints
was tough
in time of peace
at the time.
And 2 in time of war.
Probably could do it now. I've sobered up a little bit.
I smoked 2 joints before.
That's about where I was
at. And then I smoked 2 more. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I've played video games in like a couple of days actually. I haven't played video games in a couple of days. What? NMP on why the Elon and Asmund shit is scary.
Actually, really kind of scared me about Elon Musk and his like ability.
What are you talking about, CV? I used to play video games all day, trying to be popular on the internet, and that never happened. All I wanted to do was just fly around at Star Citizen and be popular, but that didn't happen. Gotta play like Fortnite or fucking some other bullshit game.
Musk and his like ability to comprehend things. He thought that like Asmund's YouTube editors were his boss. And then like made a statement about it. So it's like if that's how little you know about things,
why is this shit so fucking far behind?
What else don't you really know about? It's scary. You know, and this guy is like the richest guy around and he has like power and stuff. It's like, oh my god.
What's going on with that?
Like, and the thing is, he gets like community noted all the time. Like,
you run 27 computers? Okay, yeah, whatever. I should go to up here at the top and hit new so I don't see all this old shit. I actually kind of like going through this now that I found out about it. I don't know if there's anything new. Resets his 1,000-piece puzzle after being caught cheating. Oh no, dude. So that's just that Payo PvP God. Okay. And then we just watched that one. Huh. Linus responds to Gamer Nexus out of clipping him out of context. Oh my god. What else do we got here? Oso streamer gets viewer in trouble. What is this? Bro, we get it. This time last year, I was running 9 screens to play EVE on a tablet all day? Huh? How does that even work? Bro, we get it. I have one computer. What is this? Is this trolling? He comes back after being AFK.
Or this one. How many times?
Okay. He comes back after being AFK, looks away.
Sorry, I went away to hug.
Doesn't even look for the patrol. Walks up, looks behind him, and then pulls. What is this? He's griefing.
Oh my god! Wait, we have to piece it. We actually have to run.
That's a double. Yeah. Run.
Run.
We have to roach.
People are
9 separate accounts for EVE Online. That's stupid. You should not do that. You should stop. You should stop that. You should stop that now. You should stop that shit right the fuck now. Stop it. No. Bad. S-Fade gets too violent with the chant. Who the fuck is this guy? Apparently this guy's like a super popular streamer.
It's like works the opposite direction. So I didn't like for anyone else. Hey, I'm gonna choke you.
Yo, why is all my Twitch audio so fucking far behind all of a sudden? Is that like for everybody? Hold up. What the fuck's going on with that?
I got some skill points to put in, yeah. Fuck.
No, his is right. Let's try a different one. Try Bean.
I've lost with a epic. I can finally fit through the door and see my winner.
I can't actually see his thing. Try Peekaboo.
Nice, Matt. There's a Chinese place down the road that's lucky.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are the Twitch clips out of sync? Seems weird. That's really weird. Super weird. You're running scams and psyops with your 9 for computers. See, yeah, you wouldn't see me ever do that. I just play the one game on my one account, and I enjoy myself. That's it. That's all I ever did. Right? Like, I have the sickest gaming setup that I've ever had, and then I barely ever even play video games because y'all won't even watch me play them. I don't even know what games I have installed on here. I think I got like Marvel Rivals installed. I got Star Citizen installed. World of Warcraft installed. And I think that's it. Actually. Oh, and I got StarCraft. I got Stormgate, Delta Force, Marvel Rivals, and then a bunch of Blizzard games. And that's basically it. I don't have anything else installed. Then I got StarCraft and fucking World of Warcraft installed on here. I don't have any other games. That's mostly because I can't fit anything else on my hard drive or whatever. I only got a terabyte hard drive. I need to get a bigger one. I just haven't because I don't really give 2 fucks. I had Rust installed. I think I uninstalled it because I needed some space because I hadn't been playing it in a while. But I also do play Rust. It's just not installed on my computer. Rust is an awful game. It's the worst game that you'll ever play. It's so fucking toxic. I don't I don't recommend that shit to nobody. Although I really tried to play it for like fucking months, bro. I tried to get good at that game, and I still suck ass at that game. I could build some like cool electronic shit, but that's meaningless because every time I log off, somebody raised my fucking base. Yeah. You've been planning on steering up an Arc server for PS4? Oh, that's cool. I used to play Arc. I have Arc. I was gonna play it with like some other people. I just thought I got the game ran like shit when it first came out. Okay, it ran like shit. Ran like shit. Thought I had deleted Delta Force off my computer though. I thought I did. I did delete Delta Force off my computer. Why is it still saying it's installed if I deleted that shit? I deleted that shit because it was taking up a lot of space and I wasn't playing it. It's like I think right now I only have like I got 271, so I could probably install it again. Yeah, I should be playing Star Citizen, but the new patch the patch that they got going right now kind of sucks ass, so I haven't been playing it. I've honestly just been hanging out. Yeah, the official servers are offline, but the game's playing better now, but the official servers are offline. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, everybody moved to Arc Ascended. Well, that's what I thought you were talking about. I have Arc Ascended. I don't have the original Arc. I got the new one. But I do play a lot of StarCrafts too. I was like gold, like 2. I think I was like gold 2 at one point. But this recent patch, I've got my ass beat. I'm like silver 2 right now, so I'm not even happy with the game. And then with Stormgate, I was pretty high up. Not that bad. Platinum. I'm Platinum 1 with Celestials and Stormgate, but I'm still not able to get any higher because now, like, the only people that play these games are cheesy bastards that are just fucking doing, like, rush shit. And just annoying. Shit's fucking annoying. I really wanted to like Stormgate, though, but it's just not good. It's not good. It's not good enough for me. I was playing Diablo 4, but after I beat it, killed the last boss or whatever, I stopped playing with it because, like, I was kind of bored. And usually when I go to look to figure out which games to play, I'll look at this. So, like, I own most of these. Like, I got this, I got that, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. I bought this game, and I fucking hated it the day that I played it, and I never played it ever again. And then I tried playing it again, and then I still hated it, and I never played it again. Valorant, that game sucks. Dota, I mean, you might as well play fucking League of Legends. There's more people. Delta Force seems to be getting a lot of different people playing it. That's cool. I was playing Counter-Strike for a little bit, but I don't even like playing Counter-Strike anymore. I don't even like playing that shit anymore. Yeah, usually I look for games to play. I go look to see who's playing the most. Right? Although Rust, I could play some Rust again. I have like $600 worth of skins in that game or some shit like that now, but it's just such a pain in the ass to get everything built up only to get offline. Yeah, I need to get like a group of people to play if I'm going to play Rust, because if not, it just never works the way that you want it. You need to have backup. Damn, dude. How far StarCraft 2 has fallen. Only 600 or 562 people playing that shit. That's crazy. And there's still more people playing StarCraft than the Master Chief Collection from Halo. Remember when Halo was the best game ever? Remember when Halo was the greatest? I do. I remember fucking playing that shit every day for hours, man. But most of these new games, I look at them and I don't even want to fucking play them, dude. Like Lost Ark, not interested. Skyrim, never played it. Fucking half of these ones. Wait, Arena Breakout Infinite. Huh, never heard of that game. Can PC and console play Rust? Yeah, you can play PC and console Rust. For sure. PUBG has full destruction? I have PUBG. I haven't played PUBG in a long time, though. I used to love PUBG, man. I was playing PUBG every day for a while there. And then what was the other one? Isn't there another one that was like, started with an A? Apex something? Apex Legends? Where's that? I don't even see that on the list anymore. Oh, it's right here. So yeah, some people are still playing that game too. Huh. Very interesting. Oh, you know what game I really did like, though? I liked this New World game. I played the shit out of that New World game. I was hoping that it was going to stay big, but it really didn't. But New World was pretty good. Arena Breakout's the same thing. How am I a gamer? Never played Skyrim? What the fuck? All you dipshits that say that, oh, you haven't played Skyrim? You're not a gamer? I played fucking Morrowind, and that game sucked ass, so when Skyrim came out, I was like, yeah, I don't fucking care about that game. I never did. I played real games like Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, StarCraft, Warcraft, all the original games. I was never really big on RPG style games or whatever. Like I played Morrowind, and I honestly really didn't like it. I think I bought Skyrim at one point, and I played a little bit of it, and then I was just like, yeah, this ain't for me. This is not for me. But I couldn't even tell you where I had bought it at, because it's not on my Steam account. It's like on some other account. Probably like on EA or something. Yeah. Yeah. Morrowind sucked. Fucking all of that shit sucked. All that shit sucked. Like, I never played Dark Souls. Like, I stopped playing console games in, like, 2013. No, in 2012, I stopped playing console games completely. The last console that I owned was an Xbox 360. So, like, if it's a console game and if it was on Xbox 360, I played it, but I've never owned any of the new Xboxes. I've never owned I've never owned a PS3. I've never owned a PS4, PS5. I've never had Xbox One or whatever Xbox X or whatever the fuck they call these fucking things. I've never had any of those. I've been a computer gamer since at then. And like I have zero interest in buying any new console. I've never seen a fucking console game. I haven't seen a console game created that I've wanted to play. You know what made Minecraft so popular was that it was so simple. It's so easy to install pretty much on everybody's computer, and it ran shitty on everybody's computer. But the fact is that you could build anything, really. People just like building shit. That's why Fortnite got so popular, to be perfectly honest. Although, you know, it didn't stay popular because there is no permanence to anything that you built. And people like that sort of thing. Permanence. They do. I have WoW. I play WoW. I originally got banned off of WoW, to be perfectly honest. Like I have WoW Classic installed with the hardcore anniversary realms of the anniversary realms. And then I have live too, but I have 2 accounts, so my original account got banned, so I only have my new account. So like I got the War Within patch to play it and whatnot. And I mean, it was cool. I like being able to fly around and stuff. I just have no fucking idea where to do. Like, the game has changed so fucking much since I played it. Like, I stopped playing fucking World of Warcraft, like, long ass time ago, bro. It's been fucking 10 years and shit. And then I tried playing, the OnlyFangs, right? Like, I tried doing OnlyFangs or whatever, and I didn't get approved to be a part of OnlyFangs. But I still played on the server or whatever, you know? I still tried. Now, how come the music's not playing? But yeah, I have like a shaman right now on that one. I actually had a couple other characters, but they died or whatever. On Dream Scythe, like I've had 2 other characters on the hardcore server, but they both died. Pissed me off too, because I had my mage. I got up to 27 on hardcore, and then I died stupidly. And then, poor boy, I was taking in Scarlet Monastery, and the fucking healer basically griefed me. didn't heal me, let me die. So I was so close. I was 39, dude. So I just moved him over to a different server. And then I was like, after I ran like 2 tunes, and I was like, well, they're not gonna let me like play with them, so I don't know. But yeah, like the only game that I've really been enjoying lately is just like World of Warcraft, just because it's fun. You know, it looks good, right? It's fun. It looks good. My computer plays it like fucking excellent, right? Like I get 120 frames a second perfectly. You know, there's no problems with it. I like it. I like WoW. But yeah, I was playing games there for a little bit. Like I play in waves, dude. Like for a while I'm a hardcore gamer, and then after a while I don't even play fucking anything. You know, most of the time I'm playing StarCraft or trying to play a different game. I don't know how many people are playing Stormgate. I don't even think I saw them on the list. Stormgoat. Oh, that is so fucking sad. Oh my god, there's only 4 fucking people playing it. It's just the archive. Damn, I really wanted Stormgate to be the next big game, but you know what? People don't fucking play RTS games anymore, dude. Frost Giant Studios really just fucking shit the bed. Yeah. You need to build the Griff Guild. Yeah? Maybe I could do that. Or in Path of Exile 2. I was thinking about playing Path of Exile 2, which was... Isn't that game kind of expensive? I'm kind of poor right now. I haven't been working that much, so I've been having to eat into my savings, and it's almost gone again. Oh yeah, early access for Path of Exile. How much does it cost? $29.99. Early access support. Actually, that's not that bad. Somebody want to send me $30? Yeah, I would try this one. But honestly, I'm just going to sit here and fucking play it. It does look really good, though. Like, that's the one thing that I've seen about it, is that it looked really good. But I never played Path of Exile 1. Like, I played Diablo 2, skipped Diablo 3, and then, like, I didn't play games for a couple of years, and then I came back to gaming when I built my new computer. It's the same one that I've had for fucking years. Ooh, yeah, dude, Power Out Tiberian Sun was a pretty good one. Tiberian Sun was a pretty good one. But yeah, I don't really care about playing games that much. I mean, even a lot of some of these big guys, like, they don't even fucking play games either. Like, there's Shroud. I follow Shroud. What's he doing? He's just chatting, right? Fragathon 10, St. Jude's for Twitch Rivals. What is he even doing?
FPS Shaka got onboarded today.
Damn, motherfucker! Are you kidding? $216,000?
Discord. FPS Shaka has a bunch of different challenges
shit, bro.
right now. So let's take a peek. FPS Shaka.
Holy shit, bro! Gotta turn his thing off in the background. Oh, but yeah, Star Citizen's always still gonna be my favorite game. I love me some expat.
Stuck at the DMV, and I think I'm late.
I love me some expat brat. I killed her ass one time. Shit was so funny. She got so mad. And I was just like, come on, dude. It was like, I fucking saw you. I followed you. I killed you. Like, it's the only chance that I ever had. I love you. I hugged you with my guns. Yeah, Path of Exile is similar to Diablo. For sure. Just, I don't know. I'm not rich, so, like, I gotta make choices. Like, I shouldn't have bought fucking Diablo 4 in World of Warcraft, but I did it so I could, you know, at least get some shit going. So I could at least have it. Wait, what's this?
The psycho smear campaign against me has kind of succeeded, and it's basically all because of...
Yeah, I played Age of Empires. I actually really enjoyed it back in the day. Age of Empires 1 and 2. I didn't play Age of Empires 3. I did play Age of Mythology, which is technically not Age of Empires. But I did play AoE 2 and AoE 1. I was going to buy, like, the master version of it, but I never did end up doing that.
Being willing to platform it. Which is very annoying that you basically have to, like, suffer the consequences of someone else's stupidity. But it is what it is. Someone else's failures as a human being. But that's not why I'm taking a break. That's just annoying. And it's something that I'll probably be able to.
This guy sounds fucking weak as shit.
I wouldn't exactly
dude.
say it succeeded.
He sounds soy as fuck.
Nah, it's done enough, I think. And it's also it's just the fact that, especially like I can handle it coming from like Deprogram or Bad Empanada. I can handle it coming from them because they're irrelevant. Like their audiences don't matter to me. Like I don't need any. I don't care about that. But the fact that I've noticed is recently that when it comes from people like Hassan, the problem with Hassan is he is so good at just like roping in people who are basically just like unwitting social democrats, right? And like radicalizing the fuck out of them, and if I'm getting painted bad in the eyes of those people. And being, let's face it, a small creator who doesn't really have.
I have a lot of games. Oh, wait, let me put my camera back on. I got done doing my work. I have a lot of games, you know. I just don't really play any of them anymore. Half-Life Alyx, 7 Days to Die, Among Us, Alien vs. Predator. That game used to be the dopest. Ark, Survival Ascended, Arma 3, Batman, Arkham City, Blazing Sails. I don't think that game ever came out. Chivalry, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I got a bunch of VR games too. And then the original Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike 2, Condition Zero, all that shit. Day of Defeat, that game was pretty dope. I remember that shit. It was a mod, not really a game. Delta Force, then I got Doom 1 and Doom 2. I got all the Dooms, because Doom is the greatest game ever made. And if you argue with me, it was made before you were born. Shut the fuck up. I got Fallout, obviously one of the best series is. Like I got Fallout 1, 2, I got Fallout 4 VR. I didn't ever play Fallout 3, as you can tell, because I don't own it. Or whatever. I think I actually did play it eventually, but when I played Fallout 3, I played it on the Xbox, I believe. But I don't think it wasn't my Xbox. I didn't own that Xbox. I was like playing it at somebody else's house. I thought it was like decent. I was still more used to like the top-down version of it. And then I got all the Half-Lives, the Halos. Oh, I do have Lost Ark. What the fuck? Since when do I own this fucking game? I don't even remember getting this game. I played it for 44 minutes in 2022? What the fuck? Is this like an MMO or something? I have no recollection of that whatsoever. Zero recollection of that shit. Mass Effect. Yeah, dude. Mass Effect. That shit was the best. Mass Effect was tight. Medal of Honor was tight. Max Payne was tight. I got that New World. Damn, son. I got a lot of fucking games. I got Power World. Oh, I haven't played Power World in a long time. I've not played Power World in a long time. Planetary Annihilation. Yeah, this game was the fucking shit, bro. Or it used to be the fucking shit. The last time I played it was 2015, 10 fucking years ago. Jesus Christ. Wow, now I'm just looking at all my games and just being like, you're a shitty gamer, Defango. Yeah, I don't play half of this shit anymore. I don't play half of this shit anymore. Let's look at my profile. Level 13, 20 years of service, 4 badges, 119 games, 7 screenshots, and 4 reviews. And I only have 2 games that I perfected. I only complete games to an average of 25%, and I've only collected 578 achievements. And then my recent activity is Stormgate, Delta Force, and Marvel Rivals. I haven't even put 4 hours into that game. Yep. Rust, Friendly Neighbor, New World, PvP kills. I hope 2% of players have this. Rust, Buckle Up, 2% of players have it. Wow. I've never even looked at half of this shit. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, Code Veronica. I played all those. Actually, Resident Evils, I've played all those ones for sure. Ooh, I like this Twitter account because it shows me live stream fails of what's happening at these other live streamers. Hassan? What the fuck? Ethan Klein announces that Hasanabi content new will be releasing next week. I'm on the home stretch.
Pneumonia. Yeah, my video's coming along. I gotta tell you guys, I'm on the home stretch. It's definitely coming out next week.
Whoa!
Oh,
Really? That is big news.
I've been grinding hard, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys. I will say I'm at this point in the video. I've never openly talked about my creative process like this. It's kind of weird. But I'm at this point in the video where, and it happens with every project, even and especially the good ones.
I don't watch either
where
of
you've
them,
been
but
working
I like
on
the
it
drama.
and looking at it for so long, you go, I don't even know if it's good anymore. I don't know if this is good or if
That's how you know it's gonna be bad, Ethan. That's how you know it's gonna be bad. So wait, he's gonna fucking do a content drop on Hasanabi? Aren't Ethan Klein and Hassan both members of Night Media? Doesn't Night Media help with H3's podcast and Hassan's podcast? Fucking A. People are gonna be so mad. Interesting. Ethan and Hila say that it's coming out and it's real. Okay. Wait, what is this? After starting the Elon Musk Asmon Gold drama, Quid69 was asked by Piers asked to be on Piers Uncensored with Piers Morgan? No fucking
yeah, chat. So there's been a development.
way.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's how you know. It's because they're all fucking Disney characters.
This is probably the biggest dig one I've had. I've had like a few that should have been on TV, but this one is this one here. Piers Morgan show.
Piers fucking Morgan.
I've been saying no up until this point, but that one goes hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one goes hard, right?
You say yes to that.
Should I say yes to that one?
Yes, motherfucker. Yes, you say yes to Piers Morgan.
Wait, when is it?
What the fuck? Dude, that's how you make it, dude. That's how you become bigger than Asmongold and fucking Pirate Software, Quinn. You just fucking go on Piers Morgan. You call Elon Musk a shitty gamer because you're a fucking better gamer than him at that game. And you fuck him. Holy shit.
A debate?
A debate? Even better. Even better. Even better. Yes, it is like Alex Jones being owned by the same parent company as CNN, for sure. Imagine thinking that Alex Jones is still that InfoWars guy in 2025.
Unless they are paying you, say no. You are going to hate it.
What do you mean I'm going to hate it?
What do you mean unless they're paying you? Take the stipend, make them pay for everything, and still own them.
What do you mean debate? What can they possibly say? What can they possibly say, bro?
Disney. Dude, this guy's actually.
I'm not going to get paid. I'm saying what? No, but what can they possibly? I tell you what. We asked what? Well, okay. I've told my guy to tell them. Ask more. Like, what does it mean debate? Like, what do you mean? Like, I want more info.
Damn, dude. If I actually see this guy on fucking Piers Morgan, that's gonna be crazy. Let's see how big his videos got. He posted it 7 days ago. It's almost got 1 million views, dude. He's at 962,000. God damn, son. I played the intro of this video yesterday. But yeah, this is the guy that started the whole thing, right? And Elon Musk isn't fighting with him on Twitter at all. Like, isn't that weird? Did he take him out? Let's see if he took him out real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Quinn 6ix9ine. No, he's still on. He's still got his check mark and everything. But yeah, no, Elon Musk hasn't replied to him whatsoever. This guy's just been killing it ever since the pirate software thing and dropping this fucking banger ass meme right here, dude. This guy's been crawling up. He's been coming up. Coming up. What's this? Asmongold talks about how he avoided a November conversation with Dan Saltzman regarding Twitch's potential ad apocalypse. A lot of people reached out to me and they really didn't want me to do the stream. Asbon believes he can work with Twitch to fix their advertising issues. Wait, what? Asmongold. You fucking kidding me, dude? Is Lex Friedman Disney too? I don't know. I haven't seen his name pop up on any of those things, and I feel like I would have remembered it. But I do definitely remember seeing a few threads and different like internet web pages that said that he, for some reason, Lex Friedman wasn't as. For some reason, he's not supposed to be good, but I can't remember for what the reason was.
About the Dan talk. The reason why I didn't do that is that I thought I would be able to talk to and deal with people. So the Dan thing is actually another good example of it. So
that's so weird. We both had the same shit in the background of the stream, so it's like.
So I had a lot of people like I don't know really how much of this I maybe should.
Yeah, Lex definitely gets massive promo and they all go. So there's obviously somebody that's associated with them doing shit, but. I haven't looked at
share, but I guess I'm just going to share all of it. And so basically, I had talked to Dan about like doing a stream with him back and forth, and then other people reached out to me, and like a lot of people reached out to me, and they really didn't want me to do the stream. And so I had people pulling me both ways. It was very weird and uncomfortable. I really, really didn't like it, and because it's like people are trying to like they know that.
According to Kiwi Farms, why do people not like Lex Friedman? Are no stupid questions. The only thing I know about Lex Friedman is that he's Jewish and people don't like him. He's Jewish. Who? I don't like him because not liking him pisses people off, unless liking him pisses people off more, and in which that case, I actually love him. That's a good philosophy right there. Somebody's definitely reading some books. What's this one? I think liking him pisses people more people off. Okay, cool. He talks retarded and fallaciates Chomsky. I still watch his interviews though, like the one that he did with the ex-Scientologist is the best video on cults I've ever seen. Let's see. He talks like a fag and his shit's all retarded. Fans of that podcast are brain dead. Huh. Holy shit, that's like a fucking long one right there. I'm gonna have the robot read that one.
The problem is that he's so fucking naive, it is silly. He said plenty of times he hoped the Russo-Ukrainian war could be solved by peacefully realizing we are all humans, and we all live together and suffer together, and empathy is necessary, etc. Motherfucker, the people who start wars know exactly what they are doing, and they don't care. They've sent their people to die horribly and do not care. He believes this would be peacefully resolved if Putin and Zelensky had an honest, human chat. Lex, that's retarded.
That's fucking
also,
retarded.
I get it nowadays, the most popular podcast methodology is to let the guest speaker talk a lot and not interrupt him. The problem is that if the speaker is lying or spewing bullshit, and you don't do research to confront him, you are just giving serial liars a platform to spread their bullshit. It's just lazy work on his P.
Okay, so yeah, that's why apparently you're not supposed to like Lex Friedman because he's gay and naive. Oh, and no, wait, he's Jewish and naive. Sorry.
The videos. I mean, there's a reason why people are getting mad about the. Did he DM me? Did Elon DM me?
Did Elon
about the Dan
DM
talk?
me?
The reason why I didn't do that is that I thought I would be able.
Oh, wait a minute. Just imagine thinking that Asmongold, or like, where is Asmongold's head at where he thinks that he could talk to somebody about marketing? Like, Asmon, when have you ever done any fucking marketing in your entire life? I mean, are you going to tell me that you're marketing yourself on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and you're doing all that? Because you've already admitted very clearly that you don't do any of that shit. Right? Like, you pay people to do that shit. So are you saying that you're going to get the Twitch people in contact with the Night Media people and they're going to do the marketing because they do your marketing? Like, I don't understand where Homeboy gets off thinking that he got the brain for that shit. Like, right here.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, with the Dan thing. So the reason why I didn't go super nuclear on that is that I didn't want to burn the bridge with Twitch because I thought that, and I still have a feeling that I might be able to work with Twitch and actually explain to their executive leadership what the problem is with their moderation from like a third party. And I'm expecting I'll have that opportunity to do it. And so that's the reason why I didn't do the talk. I didn't do anything. That's actually the reason why. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, with the Dan thing. So,
yeah, dude, I really think that you would have been able to fix all that thing. Yeah, dude, you could fix that shit, no problem. You could fix that shit, no problem, dude. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Quick reminder to November. It was the ad apocalypse on Twitch. What is the Twitch ad apocalypse, and what does it mean for streamers? Why online organizers are pressuring advertisers to reconsider Twitch brand safety over anti-Semitism claims. Twitch bans Dan Saltman indefinitely for extreme harassment. Streamer claims anti-Semitism. Dan Saltman was banned by Twitch for extreme harassment. Claims support platform is complicit with anti-Semitism. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Twitch ad apocalypse back in November when the Jews were trying to shut down all the Twitch streamers because they were having like jihad streams or some shit. What was it? Like, there was like Hassan and a bunch of other Muslim or Islam adjacent streamers that were oh wow. Yeah, that was during the whole thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Asmon would have been the right guy. Wasn't Asmon the guy that got like banned off of Twitch or whatever for like a month? Wasn't it? Didn't he get like a 30-day suspension for saying some horrible shit about the Palestinians? He was like, yeah, dude, they should just get rid of them, yo. It's like, what the fuck, bro? I'm surprised this guy ain't got the fucking thing for, what is it? Asmongold on Palestine. Asmongold on Wait, why can't I ever spell that shit correctly? Yeah, the Palestine rant. Twitch streamer Asmongold suspended after Palestinian rant. Right? Yeah. Yeah, Zach Hoyt, Asmongold. I'm sure that you would have totally been able to talk them out of all of that stuff. Yeah, I should have had that conversation with them. You know, they should have really listened to me after I just came up with a fucking 30-day ban for calling the Palestinian culture an inferior culture. Yeah. All right, yeah, cool, for sure. I think that you totally would have been able to really, help them effectively manage that situation, my friend. Actually, to be perfectly honest, like, he did get suspended, but, he still managed to keep himself in the public eye to the point where he's literally beefing with Elon Musk because Elon Musk be lying about being good at video games. Yeah. That's very strange. Such a cruel mistress. What the hell? Boozy's new single, BBL Rage? Wait, what the fuck? No way, this guy's fucking making songs now. This fucking weird guy's making music now?
Hey, no, TJ, you can't smoke in here. Nope. Thank you. Yeah, prove them wrong once, now I'ma prove them wrong again. Keep on laughing at my song, now I'ma put this all to end. They all buying view, boss, just try to get a win. Hey, Rage, tell the world you get injections in your chin. All that and still they saying cuff him is your twin. Bitch.
What the fuck is he saying? He sounds like he's mumbling, dude. Like, you guys gotta turn up that fucking audio a little bit or something, dude. Like, I can't even understand what you're fucking saying, Fuji. What the fuck? Like this isn't even this is like a weird mix between mumble rap and like fucking whispering, dude. What the fuck, mumble whisper? Is that what this is? Mumble whisper rap? Like I don't think that works. What the fuck?
That's why I see if they don't catch the drift, then I'm gonna
Beats alright though.
Spin. Kai don't got no mind of his own, he follow trends. Got a music stylist, got a fit stylist. Oh, he think he's stylish. Pussy, I want violence. Grown man 5'2", probably why he childish. You don't got no game, but we friends though. Violent, he a fan. You was taking.
Did you see the video about COD running a botnet to trade AI? No. What the fuck? Probably this one, right? So a week ago? Finally proof AI bots are in Call of Duty and they're using our profile. I was right the entire time? What the fuck? Is that the one?
Lame Truth here, and I'm back with another video. I am supposed to be on my annual vacation, my January vacation, but Activision are such incompetent fools, I can't even take some time off to enjoy myself. I have to cover this stuff, and I actually waited a few days before I made this video in the hopes that maybe somebody else would cover it, and maybe I could take some time off, but no. Nobody else covered this. I unfortunately, or fortunately I guess, discovered something which directly ties into yesterday's video. If you did not see yesterday's video, I kind of hope it goes a bit viral. So if you missed that one, go check it out. I'll leave it as...
Lame. They're blacklisting now. Call of Duty has lost everyone's trust. I finally caught Activision doing something insanely illegal. I told you so. Call of Duty's patents are real and SBMM is a lie. So they've been using video games to train AI all the time, but what is this guy actually on about?
Lame Truth here, and I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore. I found something today that could actually get Activision Blizzard in a lot of trouble. So of course, I have to make a video on it. And I have a lot to say, I have a lot I want to cover because this video was going to be something different before I found this out. So without further ado, I'm going to just...
Do I gotta watch the whole thing or can I just like skip through shit?
Kind of condense.
It's up to you guys because we're both sitting here, so you're stuck here with me. So I could force you to just go with it at my pace, but I would like to be nice to you people out there to know if they're okay with me skipping ahead and shit or just like having to watch the whole video.
What I initially wanted to talk about. You guys can use the timestamps in the video description if you so desire, but I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So let's do it without further. I found something that may even be borderline illegal, and I had to test it for myself, but when I saw the comment, I couldn't believe it, but at the same time, I figured it would be true once I tested it. But what the hell am I talking about? Well, let's just consult my comment section. This was very interesting, and I saw it kind of just by chance, and it led me down a rabbit hole, and yeah. You're going to get the results of what I found here. So, Michael Jones says this. I was looking at the Steam page for BO6 and saw an interesting comment made December 13th. The game is alright. The thing I hate most about it is that the game literally doesn't close when I tell it to quit to desktop. It always keeps some task running in the background, so it seems like I have over 80 hours in the game, when in reality I have maybe 12. RIP for those who played it for less than 2 hours and wanted to return it later, because it likely didn't quit, and now you have 6 hours in-game. I saw this, and I was like, what? There's no way. Like, this has to be some sort of isolated incident. This cannot be a thing that's still going on now that we're approaching mid-January, nearly a month later after this, by the way. But I checked it out, and lo and behold, guys, it's true. I actually did the research myself because I own the game on Steam. Okay, so here's what I did. I booted up the game, and as you can see, it's here in my task manager, and you can see all the little instances of other stuff in the background. And then I close the game, and you can see it's gone from my main apps there, and yet this is still running in the background. Call of Duty External Crash Handler. Why in the fuck is that not closing? For one, that's pretty creepy. I've closed the game out. I've quit the game to desktop. Why in the fuck is this external crash handler still running in the background? Is this shit spyware? Is this malware? It may as well be, because there is no reason whatsoever this should remain open.
Huh. An external crash handler is a program that can be used to detect and recover crashes for external modules. Crash handlers can also be used to forward crashes to other handlers. Some examples of crash handlers are Chatter.io Crash Handler, a crash handler for a project for Windows that can be built using CMake. Unity Crash Handler, a crash handler for Unity applications on Android that can be configured to react differently to crashes. Gun Crash Handler, a crash handler that can detect infinite loot, segmentation faults, and crashes in external modules. How crash handlers work. Crash handler receives a crash and processes it. A crash handler can forward the crash to other handlers, and the order of crash handlers in a chain is determined by the order in which they are installed. So what do we got here? June 1st, 2024. Crash handler stats. Modded equals 0. Game crashing. Call of Duty discussions. 2023. Why did not launch an external crash dump handler at a time? Crashing on startup screen. Modern Warfare. 2. COD crash handler. The application is unexpectedly something or other.
Hello guys, so in today's video, the error you are seeing on my screen, Call of Duty Crash Handler. The application has unexpectedly stopped working, and the error code is 0x00001338, and the other code will be different for many users. So make sure to watch video until the end. So let's get started with the video to fix this error. Now you guys have to copy the first command.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, let's fucking copy a fucking PowerShell shit from a fucking random ass YouTube video from somebody named Fix Error on YouTube. Yeah, okay. Fucking yeah, okay. So, yeah, it seems like crash handler things are pretty big. So let's say crash handler COD6. Constant crashing on Black Ops 6 and COD HQ on high. Fix your external crash handler. December 11th. So something extremely annoying has started with COD. And I don't know why, but the external crash handler will run the task manager until I force close it. It keeps COD from updating. It typically runs about 5 external crash handlers, sometimes more. Please fix this stupid motherfucking crash handler. It is so annoying, especially when it prevents COD from being updated because it's running. Ammo, it's so that they keep game hours up with many active players. Seems interesting. I saw a video on this. I'll do some reverse engineering on the EXE later to figure out what's happening. Interesting. Let's go back to his little video.
Here's the thing though, this literally triggers on Steam, on my Steam app on PC, the Call of Duty is running prompt. Yes, Steam thinks the game is running, quitting out to desktop because of this instance of the crash handler running in the background against your...
But like, if you close the game and the game didn't close out right, it's going to open up the crash handler because you closed it out, it crashed. So like, how did you close out the game? Are you like Alt F4ing or something like that? Like, are you doing some weird shit? Are you task managering it, just fucking quitting task and then opening it up? Like, what the fuck?
Or will. I'm not kidding. You can even go and like right click on where it says Call of Duty is running on your Steam app and click close out, and it's still in the fucking background running in your task manager. You can go check. If you have the game on Steam, you
Look, that's funny. I actually found the exact comment that he put in
can
there.
go and do this right now. You can boot up the game, you can close it out, you can manually stop it from running on Steam, and you will still see the motherfucker running in your processes.
Okay. So that's the original one, and then this is the other one, because it says 13 days ago I caught them doing something illegal, and then here's the
As
proof.
an in-screen link at the end of this video. You can also check out my channel, whatever. But if you check out that video, it basically shows that Call of Duty is not closing properly on Steam, which is directly leading to inflation of... I believe it was... Let me double check here. Let me double check my video here. I believe it was November 21st, 2023. Yes, it was. And you can go back and check this on my channel if you want. But this was the first video I made talking about AI bots being in multiplayer without our knowledge or consent, basically. Now, this was a rumor.
Wait a minute, wait. Why do you have to give consent to a video game for there to be bots?
Let me actually, like...
What the fuck?
Take you into my headspace here when I made this video, this first video. I ended up making several, trying to get to the bottom of everything. But regardless, I made this video because I was scouring Reddit and I kept seeing multiple threads, multiple comments of people saying that people were just being bot-like in their lobbies. Like, players, it didn't seem human. And this wasn't something that was really talked about until I made a video on it, like, you know, by other YouTubers or whatever. But this was just all over Reddit. Now, I gotta ask you guys, how do rumors start? In Call of Duty in real life, how do they start? Usually from a lot of people experiencing the same thing, and they go with the most logical conclusion, and they all kind of hive mind on it. Whether it's the Mothman, which I kind of believe in the Mothman actually, to Bigfoot, which I don't believe in. A lot of these rumors start to try to explain away something that people are experiencing that they can't necessarily individually explain. But the fact that a lot of people are experiencing it means it's real, means it's happening, right? Modern Warfare 3, when I covered the whole AI bot thing, it was all over Reddit. When I covered the skill-based damage thing in Black Ops 6, it was all over Reddit. I just report on it and then it grows from there, you know? Here's the thing though, man. AI bots in Modern Warfare 3 start, I truthfully, at this point, think they were a thing.
Yeah, dude, this guy's got the never-ending story or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it is strange that an external crash handler isn't happening, but I mean, there's videos about it, right? Black Ops 6 crash, but for whatever reason, external crash handler COD 6 isn't working. Just try COD. Very strange that. There you go. Fix Call of Duty Modern Warfare freeze cache error on PC. Not a whole lot of fucking.
Search and type in %sign app data %sign. Once you're there, you're going to go ahead at the very top of the address bar, click app data, go to local, and then go to Activision. Once you're there, you want to go ahead and click on the Call of Duty folder, crash reports, and then you're going to sort this by date modified for the most recent, okay? Double click that folder. There's going to be a ton of different options here. The only one that you're actually looking for is going to be DXDiag on crash, all right? Once you're there, Control F, type in diag. It should bring you straight to where you need to be, which is under diagnostics. Once you're at diagnostics, look under problem signature, and you're going to look at the P1 line. Search and type in %sign app data.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know about all that, son. Seems a little bit sketchy. It does seem a little bit sketchy. Dude, who the fuck is messaging me on Twitter? Don't be messing me. Don't fucking message me on Twitter, bitch. Where the fuck that is. Where the fuck you is? Don't be messaging me on Twitter. We ain't friends like that, bitch. Just kidding. Could have just fucking tweeted it at me. Oh, you did. Okay. So this is the video he's talking about. From Prime Pete, 21,000 subscribers 7 days ago. This is some of the craziest stuff that's been found in the game so far. Huh? Black Ops 6 psychological warfare.
We've just got some insane information exposed about Call of Duty that has never been shared before, and it's bad. Just a warning, this is actually bad. So just a disclaimer, brace yourself for what's coming. All credit right now goes to Branchoff Bush, who I'll link in the description. He's much more knowledgeable than I am about computers, game development, and coding, and his explanation is incredibly in-depth and precise. However, it's a little difficult to understand for an everyday average gamer, so I'm going to simplify and relay this information to you in a way where it's widely accessible. Branchoff Bush has been trying to get the attention of the mainstream Call of Duty community for a while.
Bitch-ass motherfucker. Messaging me videos and shit. What, are we friends now? God!
But it was clear we weren't ready to hear the information yet. This tweet shows him tagging a bunch of larger creators in the Call of Duty community, telling them that he helped a government agency expose the fact that Activision executes software that has unrestricted access to your computer's camera. But it's a lot more than just that. This is going to expose a lot of what Activision is doing behind the scenes, not just with manipulating the game, but also with your computer or console as well. I'm going to teach some complex computer things here in a short time, so pay attention.
Alright, let's get ready for this shit. We're already a minute into the video, and I hate this guy. And I'm like, oh, it's only 13 minutes long, but it feels like it's going to be the longest 13 minutes of my life.
And get ready to get rocked. We've never outed anything like this before. The first thing I need to explain is something called a DLL file. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Library, and it is put very...
Oh my god. This is for you.
Simply a file that runs in the background of your computer that contains code that multiple programs can access at the same time. For example, if a program needs to access your camera, like Zoom or Skype, instead of the developers...
I thought he said that they are training AIs on gamer GPUs. Yeah, maybe.
Needing to write code within that software to control your camera, they can instead tell the software to access a DLL file that is already on your computer to access the video feed of your camera. It's basically a shortcut for developers. Instead of recoding functions that your computer can already do, they just tell the software to access a toolbox of code that is already capable of doing that. In the simplest terms possible, why build a hammer from scratch with your own resources when you can just reach into your toolbox and pull one out?
I mean, okay. Yeah, that's how dynamic link libraries work, but all the applications can do that. Only if you give them access, right? You have to add cameras. You have to go into your cameras. And then, see, I'm using my camera right now in my streaming software, so I can't actually access it with the Windows software because Windows only allows one camera, the camera to be used by one application at a time. Unless you're utilizing some type of special software that makes a virtual camera.
This being said, Branchoff Bush, when helping this government agency find out what Activision was up to behind the scenes.
So, like, Activision being able to access your camera and stuff like that, all the games could do that. But they can only do it if nothing else is already accessing it.
Used software that detects what DLL files a certain program was accessing while it was running. First, he tested this software on Black Ops 1 while playing combat training. He found that it accessed only a single suspicious DLL file called ntdll.dll. Now, bear with me here. Black Ops 1 was designed to run on both 32 and 64-bit systems, or newer and older systems at the same time. But since Black Ops 1 was also compatible with Windows XP, an older operating system, the game was accessing this DLL file in order to utilize the resources necessary to translate the game over to a 64-bit system from a 32-bit origin. Put simply, Call of Duty was accessing this DLL file present in Windows in order to make an older game compatible on a newer system. So it is not suspicious activity. The game simply requires code that Windows already possessed so that the devs didn't need to code their own translation software.
Okay.
Rather, they pulled from the DLL toolbox that already existed on Windows. So that was a total mouthful, but it sets up the absolute bombshell that I'm about to drop next. When using the same software that detects what DLL files a certain program is potentially utilizing maliciously, but this time on Modern Warfare 3 2023, the software found something that would shock you. The first list of utilized DLLs when Black Ops 1 was investigated was this big. Only 6 DLL files were utilized by Black Ops 1, and none were suspicious or malicious. When the software was run on modern64.dll, whoa, now we're getting somewhere. ARM, NV Camera 64. But hold on, there's one in particular that stands out from the rest. While I will grant that a lot of these files are innocent, this one right here is cause for great alarm. NV Camera 64.dll. Whoa. Now we're getting somewhere. Call of Duty is using files in your computer that are designed to access your camera's video feed, even when you don't have a webcam active. Call of Duty, immediately on startup, has direct access to your camera, despite the game and anti-cheat not at all requiring camera access. Not a single function within Call of Duty requires such a thing to be active. So...
Look what I found. Somebody linking to this video. Interesting video that makes creepy allegations with some little things in it. Okay, cool. So this game has unrestricted camera access, can see your face and hear your voice without your permission, caught as a camera. So as soon as the game starts up, and the patient suggests that the camera can be used and engaged to measure your engagement levels. This is essentially what's called a botnet or a computer virus, which is a fucking felony. The patent seems to be, what the fuck? Alright, so to get to the chase, we need to go to about 4 minutes in. So
why is it
there.
active? Well, look no further than this Activision-owned and created patent. Methods and systems to modify a two-dimensional facial image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional. Why on...
Methods for systems to modify two-dimensional face image to increase dimensional depth and generate a face image that appears three-dimensional. That's so that they can put your face on something, or they can map your face from a 2D plane to a 3D texture on an object, which it says what it says right there. It says to obtain a texture map of a 2D image determines one or more proportions within a 2D image and adjust the texture map to a 3D model based on how to determine one or more proportions in the 3D game. And yeah, this patent goes for like a long way back. Hold up, let me look that thing up real quick. Because little dipshits. Look what you're making me do. This is why I do user submitted videos, because then I gotta go fucking look at shit. Go fucking research shit. Motherfucker. So here's the patent. Right here. Picks up your facial features in the model. Wait, oh. That's probably under my thing right now. Application filed by Activision Publishing. Anticipated expiration is in 2036 and is currently active. Just reading this really quick, so just give me a quick second. I'm sorry if you can't read as fast as me. It must suck to suck. Yeah, it's just basically talking about measuring a 3D facial model. It doesn't say anything about fucking measuring anything having to do with emotion that I've seen just yet. It just talks about applicating this into a 3D model, which is something that you've been doing for a long time. I think it was like NHL 98 face in game. Like back in 1998, you used to be able to put a version of your face inside the game. Like, that's not exactly cause for
God's green
alarm.
earth does this patent need to exist? The scary.
I mean, it is a little weird that they can access your camera and stuff, but
part is that this image included in the patent's resources displays.
If you're running Windows 10 or Windows 11, if you don't actually give them access to the camera, they can't actually use it.
The player's face overlaid over their gameplay. The footnote that describes this image reads as the following. In embodiments, the expressions/reactions of movements of image 1504, which is this image right here, reflect the user's expressions/reactions and movements in real time. This software is
So yeah, they're putting a picture of your face on
capable
the game.
of using your camera to read and analyze your reactions and emotions. And the game is also confirmed to be accessing your camera as soon as the game starts up. But then we have to ask, why is Call of Duty getting access to your camera the moment the game boots up? It's not to design a 3D model of your face.
Well, when do you expect it to access the camera? Well, in the middle of the game? At the end of the game? The camera is a thing that it can access. It's got to do it at the beginning. That's how that shit works.
Face for graphic design purposes, or maybe it is, I don't know. But what other things has Activision created or perhaps patented that would need camera access in order to get the most benefit out of it? Well, we return once again to one of our favorite patents, system and method for driving microtransactions in multiplayer video games. And here is where I drop the bombshell. We can see right here in this patent that Activision has designed a system that does a few things by reading the emotional state of a player using visuals. Firstly, in this section right here, it reads, examples of quality factors include, without limitation, a player quitting a match or gameplay session while other players are still playing, indicating satisfaction, blah, 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 until we get right here. A player engagement factor, e.g., a speed of player input, a level of focus as determined from camera peripherals, etc., where greater engagement may indicate greater satisfaction. So in this patent, a camera is used to analyze the emotional state of a player. Another section reads, the quality factors may
Yeah, I literally am doing something wrong because
include, for example, a duration.
I'm a lazy dipshit.
Of a gameplay session, e.g. via analysis of player historical data, player psychological state, e.g. frustration level, and or other information. So Activision has created methods and systems that read, for example, a duration of access is where I...
Okay then, let's look that one up. 206 6000 527 0A1. Ding! There it is. Systems and methods to drive microtransactions in multiplayer games. It's been in the game since 2015 when they filed for it, and they got the patent in 2017, so it's been in every game since. Okay. I can see where he's going with this one, though, but, like, did they actually, like, uncover the back end that shows how all that shit's working?
I dropped the bombshell. We can see right here in this patent that
Because, I mean, if it's accessing your camera, okay, so, like, let's just say that it doesn't have to get the permissions from your, like, for your permissions to use your camera. Like, it doesn't have to get the permission for it, so they're taking the 2D representation of your face and for some reason mapping it on a 3D representation of your face and not showing it to you, but still processing and calculating that all in the back end, probably on the GPU. And then they're utilizing it to test or view your expressions and body movements to determine satisfaction. Okay.
Activision has designed a system that does a few things by reading the emotional state of a player used.
I mean, if that's real, that's actually pretty fucking sick. Because I'll be like giving like middle fingers to the camera and shit, dude. I'll be fucking showing my whole asshole to that camera if I'm dissatisfied.
Visual.
Like a fucking monkey.
Firstly, in this section right here, it reads, examples of quality factors include, without limitation, a player quitting a match or gameplay session while other players are still playing, indicating satisfaction, blah, 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 until we get right here. A player engagement factor, e.g., a speed of player input, a level of focus as determined from camera peripherals, etc., where greater engagement may indicate greater satisfaction. So in this patent, a camera is used to analyze the emotional state of a player. Another section reads, the quality factors may may include, for example, a duration of a gameplay session, e.g. via analysis of player historical data, player's psychological state, e.g. frustration level, and or other information. So Activision has created methods and systems that read player emotions in order to drive microtransactions and rig the matchmaking. And the best part? The
So, if I'm in Activision support and I wanted to look up the fucking terms of service, where would I find it on this stupid fucking page? Code of conduct, TOS, is it Black Ops 6 TOS, or would it be Activision TOS, probably. Terms of use. Webcam, facial recognition, facilitate, license, class action waivers, jurisdictions, use of data, privacy policy. No face. Wait, we got face? Where did it pick up face? I don't see a face. Oh, it doesn't seem to fucking show up in their shit. Oh, here we go. Notice of privacy practices for California residents. Okay, here we go. Audio, electronic, visual, thermal, olfactory, or similar information collected from you may be shared with their service providers. We do not sell or share such information. So, I mean, it's been in the TOS since, like, back in the day, so, like, you guys didn't know that shit, or what? Like, you didn't know that they were doing that shit to you? I mean, they do the same thing in fucking Fortnite. And, I mean, they even listed inside of their privacy policy, but they collect all that data from you. You just don't read it. Because you got to read the TOS, but then you got to go to the Activision privacy policy, and when you guys go through the whole thing, you basically, I don't know, you go over it. And yeah, nobody ever reads the TOS. I do. Yeah. It says right there that they can take any information from you. So if you have an Activision account, which is the company that you're getting your Call of Duty from, the Activision TOS is the thing that takes it. So if you're playing any Blizzard game, any Activision game, pretty much anything on the Battle.net launcher, they all collect this information, not just Call of Duty. So if you're playing Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, I mean, they all have the ability to do this at very different levels, but it's Call of Duty and the newer games that actually have it all implemented. I mean, obviously, World of Warcraft probably doesn't have shit for them to figure out what you're smelling and your olfactory data, but, I would see it in something new like Call of Duty, of course. I mean, they say it right there. And they even give themselves permission to use it with their service providers, which would include any of the stuff that's AI driven that is stopping cheaters and shit like that. I mean, it's all right there. They say they do it. I mean, the fuck?
Patent that creates 3D facial images out of 2D images is cited.
Hello, Milk Mom. Never seen that
within the microtransaction patent. And they have an AI that listens to your microphone in game chat. So the game has unrestricted camera access, can see your face and hear your voice without you giving them permission to see your face or hear your voice outside of voice chat. Unless somewhere in the terms of service there is a loophole that we sign up to, which I wouldn't be too surprised about.
I just showed it to you, by the way.
This is really bad. So Call of Duty has camera access as soon as the...
Damn, dude, I just helped this guy, like, in his whole video and shit. Just, like, right there. Right there. Also says internet or electronic network activity information collected from you or your analytics from advertising partners may be shared with their service providers that may be shared or sold or shared with their advertising partners. Content of communications collected from you may be shared with our service providers. We do not share content of communications. We do not share or sell content of communications. Information of context that you supply to us may be shared with our service providers. We do not sell or share such information. So yeah, if you're always like one step ahead or something like that, I mean, I'm not always one step ahead. I just already knew that shit. Why do you think I stopped playing fucking Call of Duty, motherfuckers? Jesus Christ. Like, I still play StarCraft 2 and like all these other old games because they don't have all that shit put into it. You know, you're getting a vanilla game where once you're angry and you get off of the game, you can just get off of the game. But when you're playing Call of Duty, they're watching every little bit of everything that you fucking do. And it's been like that. The only thing is everybody's making a huge jump. You actually have to give them access to it. They can't just like subvert that. And if they were subverting it utilizing some sort of covet mean, then yeah, maybe you could actually fucking say that, but
the game starts up, and Activision has patents that suggest that a camera can be
calling it a fucking botnet?
Used in-game to measure your engagement levels and do whatever else it wants to do. Remember, when Branch-Off Bush...
I mean, technically, the Call of Duty... what do they call it? Call of Duty anti-cheat. What is that called? Ricochet? Yeah, Ricochet. Technically, Ricochet has more access to your fucking computer than that, because Ricochet is at a lower ring on the way that the CPU processes stuff. So, like, the game is happening in the user space, and the Ricochet is happening below the user space. So, like, Ricochet's anti-cheat system can also access your camera and your microphone, and it doesn't actually need permission to do so. So if somebody was trying to say something like that, like logically from a program, I mean, just me thinking out loud here, using my brain, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 technically can't get access programmatically to your webcam or your microphone without you giving it access. Now, if you're using voice commands, you're obviously giving it access to that, but not the webcam. But, you know, if there was like some sort of interconnectory system that activates itself between Ricochet and Call of Duty, technically Ricochet could get access to your webcam and use it, but there would be an issue with that situation because there would have to be some sort of function that would basically take over your webcam and create a virtual webcam, because that would then somehow be able to be used, and then the whole thing kind of falls apart in my brain. Because if you're using a Windows computer, generally your webcam can only be accessed by one software. So, like, say if you're a live streamer, you're live streaming the game, and you're using your webcam to live stream, Call of Duty can't access your webcam and also get a copy of it without, like, having some fucking code in there that you'd have to be able to take a look at. But it just seems, like, crazy a little bit.
Did this text with XDefiant, no DLL files were pulled at all, meaning the game wasn't using anything on the system to run the game, and the game was executing all of its own unique code. That's quite interesting. XDefiant, a game without manipulative...
Like, what do you think, Squid? Do you think that am I being correct? You're smarter than me in the programming realm of things.
Matchmaking in a transparent dev team doesn't use any DLL processes, not one, nor does it do any other kind of engagement measurement. But then we get to Call of Duty, where we can feel something is quite off about the game, and we suddenly discover the game has unrestricted camera feed access, as well as patents about reading player emotions for engagement, that cites a patent that uses a camera to model a 3D face out of a 2D image. I wonder what they could be trying to do. But this next patent seals the deal. May I present to you methods and systems for continuing to execute a simulation after processing resources go offline. Already the name of this patent is incredibly off-putting, but then you read into what it's capable.
Why didn't he show the actual rest of the
doing,
page?
And you start to really question what's going on. Get ready for this one. A system and bull off to you.
Yeah, on all the other ones, he put the whole fucking thing, but he didn't do it that one. So now I gotta type the whole fucking things. Systems for continuing to execute a simulation. Well, it's not coming up on Google patents. It says continuous application, a serial number, blah, 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 blah. That's simulated NPCs. Resources. Fuck. Go offline. Oh no, it says. That's the system for continuing to execute a simulation after processing researches go offline.
Already the name of this patent is incredibly off-putting, but then...
You worked at Blizzard for 7 years, Squids. You can tell me if this is right or not. Two things that can't use the driver at the same time and the bandwidth be too high and noticeable. Exactly. Like, there's no way that they could do it. Like, the driver only allows one thing at a time for things to be accessed, and even if something was accessing it at the same time, like, the only way to feasibly do it, you know, like, you'd have to install a bunch of extra shit, and then how would you get it to change in external programs and still look the same name?
Then you read into what it's capable of doing, and you start to really question what's going on. Get ready for this one. A system and method is provided that simulates gameplay of non-player characters, NPCs, distributed across networked end-user devices. The system may identify end-user devices that are connected to the system through a network and are available to participate in a simulation in which each participating end-user device is provided with one or more NPCs to be executed. An end-user device may be available to participate when it has sufficient computing capacity, such as when in an idle or standby state. As such, the system may leverage spare computing capacity of networked end-user devices to execute NPCs at networked end-user devices during a simulation. In this manner, the behavior of an NPC may be tested using real-world connections that may affect gameplay, such as network connection quality, user-to-user game engine coordination.
What's a double plumb check? Yeah, dude, it manages some NPCs around them to save resources. Yeah, that makes sense. But then again, that's in a distributed network system. I don't know. I feel like
coordination and data exchanges and or other real-world conditions associated with networked end-user devices.
So he's saying like, oh yeah, they're running shit in the background using a crash handler that only takes fucking less than 1% of your CPU power.
That's wicked complex. But this is essentially what is called a botnet, which is a computer virus, which is a felony. For those of you who
would it be a felony if you willingly installed the software on your computer and accepted and agreed to the terms when you downloaded the game, signed up to TOS, and clicked all the checkboxes so you could start shooting people in the face? But then again, like, Call of Duty's never said that they're simulating NPCs on end-user PCs. That'd be some fucking crazy shit that they were, like, botnetting your computer in the background and shit. Like, that would be nuts. But, like,
who don't know, botnets are a network of computers that have been artificially connected.
Yeah, it's not the CPU, it's the data from the camera. What do you mean the data from the camera? You would notice the extra data being siphoned on, or it being used, or turned it off and on. Like, you would totally notice it.
By malware or a virus. Within a botnet, the combined computing power of every computer is used to more efficiently perform fraudulent activity, such as generate more spam emails, DDoS a website, steal data, mine cryptocurrency, or spread malware to link even more systems into the botnet. Put simply, a botnet is a virus that links multiple computers together and uses their combined computing power to more efficiently perform whatever tasks the controller wants them to do. It's hijacking computers as zombie batteries for a shady operation. That being said, this patent looks like they simply patented a botnet, which again is an illegal virus that hijacks your computer's processing power. Because
yo, what? Like, this guy's nuts, bro. This kid's crazy, bro. He's going too far. Like, because the game is accessing dynamic link libraries that has the ability to get to your camera. Like, what the fuck, bro? And they're running a botnet on your fucking computer. I never noticed my computer running shittier when I wasn't playing COD. You know what I'm saying?
perfectly tailored for your engagement, and you have no idea it's actually a simulation with no real human beings. Having recently apparently proved that AI bots are now in COD, you can see where I'm going with this. And just recently, we've discovered that on Steam, the game doesn't close properly. It has processes that stay open once you quit. You think something might be going on here? These two patents together, executing a simulation when resources go offline to train NPCs in real-world conditions, and creating NPCs that are indistinguishable from human beings, we can start to...
Yeah, bro, what the fuck do you got me watching here? This guy is high off his ass. Like, seriously, I smoke weed every day, and this dude is smoking crack. Like, no joke. Homeboy is smoking crack. Like, Call of Duty's newest game is a botnet that's running fucking when you're not playing, and it's simulating NPCs that other people are fighting, and you're not actually fighting any repairs. It's all... Oh my god. Like, what the fuck, dude? He said, oh yeah, they're using your computer to harvest Bitcoin and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, goddamn, son, this dude's on drugs. So, hold on a second. I gotta go talk to the alien in my backyard.
To assemble the puzzle pieces, and it's not pretty. They're using your computer, yes, yours, to train NPC AI players on the side while you're not even in the game, i.e., while your processing resources go offline. And the same can be probably said for consoles as well. It's using your computer's processing power and resources in the background in order to train AI bots that play Call of Duty, and you're connected to other players' PCs as well through the network they've created. At least that's what the patent details. It networks a bunch of computers that have COD installed together, then uses that processing power to run simulations with these NPC bots so that they can learn how to appear more indistinguishable from human beings. They're using the processing power of your computer and your console without you knowing to train their own NPC bots to further perpetuate the manipulative nature of the game and turn it even more into the Matrix. And I'll throw in one more thing for you. What if this AI player your PC is being used to train is almost an exact one-to-one copy of how you play? Here's a detail other creators have missed. Having access to the NVCamera64.dll doesn't only mean your webcam. It means it has access to the contents of your screen. So that means when you're playing, some kind of software within Call of Duty is requesting to have access to the actual video feed of your monitor. Does that mean that it's gathering gameplay data from your perspective in order to train an AI version of you? It's not out of the question considering what Activision has patented and what Activision...
I'm sorry, I went and took a piss. I mean, I was talking to the alien in my backyard. And did he say that Call of Duty is making an AI representation of you that they're using to send out there to fight other players when you're offline and shit?
Is shown to do by accessing your video feed. There's no way to 1000% prove this just yet, but the fact they've patented a botnet, which is a system...
What do you mean there's no way to fucking prove this? All you gotta do is reverse engineer, open up the fucking code, dude. Like, every single hacker that's ever, like, fucking made a cheat for fucking Call of Duty could check for that. You just gotta look at the goddamn social... What the fuck? Like, all you have to do is decompile it and then look at it, and then you can figure it out if that kind of shit's in there. I mean, it would be noticeable. I don't know how they would obfuscate all of that. That's retarded. Like, unless it was like some sort of server thing, but even then, still retarded.
Something that is literally a felony goes to show that they maybe aren't the most ethical company in the world. However, seeing as we have proved that Call of Duty gets access to your camera, even when there isn't one connected, which...
yeah, that doesn't... Accessing a DLL doesn't mean that they get access to your camera, motherfucker. It's the game checking to see if you have one installed. Like, what the hell?
Suggests that it's actually watching your screen and your gameplay, and there's no other reason to access the camera unless we relay it back to the patents that state that it has access to your camera.
Now, yes, it having access to your camera and being able to determine information about you from your facial expressions and stuff definitely is a thing. We've noticed it's been happening in Fortnite and various other fucking games and shit. But yeah, it doesn't fucking work if you don't have a camera.
And manipulates,
or if your camera's being used by something else.
Matchmaking and gameplay for the sake of making as much money as possible, we get a case that is incredibly suspicious. And the only counter argument is one of pure cognitive dissonance. This
this guy, I don't even think this guy believes what he's saying. And the fact that he just said cognitive dissonance, like this whole video is just cognitive dissonance. Like he's taking a bunch of disparate fucking things that could mean something and trying to say that this is what's happening. But there's literally zero indication that Call of Duty even has access to your fucking camera. Like, and even if they were getting access to your camera by fucking signing up for the Activision, Blizzard, Battle.net, whatever the fuck account, you gave them permission.
Is bad. And it's undeniable. Call of Duty doesn't need access to your camera for the gameplay to function properly, but for some reason, it's accessing your camera anyways as soon as the game boots up. And it's literally been proven that it does. And that should terrify you. Along with...
No, that doesn't terrify me because I installed Ricochet when I installed Call of Duty, and Ricochet has even more invasive access to my computer than the game does. Because Ricochet could look to see if I have devices installed and check for DMA type hardware and all kinds of other shit. Like, this is like fucking insane. What the fuck, dude? Like, hold on a second. How do I explain this? Ricochet. Like, the downfall of Ricochet anti-cheat. Ricochet anti-cheat is destroying Call of Duty. Pathetic failure of Ricochet anti-cheat. Warzone's anti-cheat is working. Oh, is this even better? Nope. Didn't even give me any different kinds of videos or whatever. Ricochet anti-cheat is destroying Call of Duty in 2025. The sad reality of ranked play.
Call of Duty has always had a cheating issue. Maybe not near as prominent in the early days, but some might argue it's at an all-time high at this very moment. Today I want to dive into the Ricochet anti-cheat and how it's essentially a failed service that is detrimental to the honest player and even beneficial to the actual cheaters themselves. I'll be sharing my recent Shadowban experience, a not-so-promising update to the anti-cheat, and 2 recent cheating scandals as well. Go ahead and comment your thoughts on the Ricochet anti-cheat as we can.
Okay, well, we didn't get any good videos for that, so let's just try to look at it this way. Oh yeah, here is an innovative, multifaceted approach to blah 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 blah. COD uses a non-kernel level anti-cheat that would have to update their games. It's like Riot Vanguard, but Riot Vanguard's an actual kernel level anti-cheat that's commonly called Spyware. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Ricochet has more access to your computer than COD does, and it's still not a kernel level anti-cheat. Like, if you play any Riot games and you have Riot Vanguard installed, or BattleEye, or fucking Easy Anti-Cheat, they easily have the ability to do all of the things that you're talking about, and it's been going on for like fucking years. Like, I just don't get it, dude. Yeah, dude. You tuned in to see what happened. We done talked about TikTok fucking hours ago, dude. TikTok, that shit got banned. That shit's going away. All them TikTok kids, they're all crying. They're like,
with the botnet patent, we should be very scared of what's coming next. This game can read our facial expressions and is potentially using our computer's computing resources to train AI NPCs that they're going to toss into the matchmaking to make the game the most manipulative, dopamine drip-feeding matrix simulator we've ever experienced in gaming. And all the naysayers are just going to let it happen because it sounds too much like a conspiracy. You'll be thanking people like Branch Off Bush and me and Blame Truth years.
Yeah. This shit's crazy. This shit is nuts. This shit's nuts. Black Ops 1, you play Alex Mason. Black Ops 6, Alex Mason plays you. Okay, so yeah, we just went off on a really big tangent looking at this anti-cheat thing, and I mean, honestly, there's so many things wrong with this video, right? Like, number one, you gave Activision permission to do that in their video game when you signed up for it, right? But you know, how do you expect them to do all that stuff without accessing your webcam if you have one? And even if you did have one, if you're using it, they can't use it. So that's a little weird. So like, let's just say you're one of those people that has a webcam, isn't streaming, and is playing the game, then yeah, they could probably use that 2D representation of you to make determinations on your facial expressions, but it seems more like they designed the system so that your face could be on the character's face. So they could put a representation of you on the character's face, complete with all of your facial expressions moving. I think they call that faceware, right? I think a lot of games have that. One of the games that I play called Star Citizen has that, where it basically, if you turn it on, you can use your webcam to control your character's face in game, and you can like move your face and shit. I don't use it because your webcam needs to be in front of you. Mine's to the side, so like my guy's like fucking looks like he has like Bell's palsy or some shit. But it's possible. But there's no indication they've been doing that shit, because I mean, wouldn't there be a lot more people playing Call of Duty 6? You know what I'm saying? If they were really getting away with all that shit, like, would people like the game better? Would they be noticing that people were like hating that shit and like, you know, changing something? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I've never seen anybody actually effectively use it in Star Citizen. And even in Star Citizen, it doesn't take a representation of your face. It just does a dot matrix of your face, and then that's how it allows you to control the characters' faces, right? Like, that's crazy. I mean, okay. So maybe Call of Duty's running a botnet on your computer. I just don't know. No. Negative. Negatory. Get the fuck out with that shit. That's actually what we gotta say. Woo! It's just nuts, man. Damn, what time is it? She's like, Daddy, you've been streaming for a long time. Did you go pee-pee? Did you go pee-pee outside? You didn't take a tinkle, or did you already go pee-pee on the paper? Or is it time for... Are you like, Daddy, it's sleepy time. You want me to put you on the bed? Or are you still coming over to me, hounding me about that burger? She's like, Daddy, it's fucking 12, Daddy. I'm still thinking about that fucking Baconator you got in the fridge, Daddy. I've been crying about it. Have you been crying about it once? You poor baby. Don't cry. Don't cry about Baconators. Daddy, you don't love me. You didn't give me any of your Baconator. This is Lunchy. She's a Chihuahua. She's my Chihuahua. She's my love. I love her bunches. She hangs out with me. She's usually on the bed right there behind me or there. You can see her all the time. That's why I have that right there. She usually just lays right there. Like a good girl. She is my good puppy. My love. I love her. I could just sit here and hug the Chi-Chis. Can you do this with your dog? Check this out. Whoa! And she's like, not right now, Daddy! Oh. Yeah. What, are you sleepy? You want to go to bed, baby girl? Is that what's up? No, you want that damn burger, don't you? Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Interesting, Elon hasn't said anything about Trump coin. I guess. I mean, I feel like that Trump coin is going up pretty big. We looked at it earlier, right? Let me go to CoinMarketCap real quick and accidentally close the page. Where's the Trump coin at? Ooh, it's up to $15, $16, bro. Damn, $3 billion market cap with $1.5 billion in volume today. Damn, son, I should have bought some of that shit. I'd be rolling in the dolo. She's like, yeah, Daddy, you're really bad with money and stuff. I know, I've just always been poor, Lunchy. I don't know how to have money. And then anytime I make money, like Bitcoins or whatever, we burn them. Yeah, you miss your puppy. Gothic King Cobra's X is live. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, dude, who cares? 45 people are watching the stream. Why not get into some real shit? Well, what kind of real shit do you want to get into? Like, shit, we done already talked about fucking a lot of shit today, my friend. We talked about fucking the news. We went over TikTok and all that other bullshit. We fucking completely segued and start talking about some botnet and Call of Duty. Like, what the fuck? All said and told, what's my net worth? Probably negative $100,000. Or $5 million or 1, 2. Oh shit. I don't even know how to fucking say that number. That's 100,000 million. And somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 billion. Yeah, Bitcoin's gone down a little bit. It's only at 102,000. Yeah. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts, bro. I didn't even realize it was that much. Yeah, that's what happens when you get in on something at the very beginning or whatever, but then you're retarded. Yeah. I could be rolling in the dough right now. I can show you how many Bitcoins I've lost. That's the same thing. So like I lost 5 Bitcoins in 2014 on a photo that we're at Coachella. So that is now worth $511,000. But I'm pretty sure I still have the key for that somewhere, someplace. But that was just that phone. Like that was a real sad time in my life. Was it 2014? Maybe it was like 2016. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me think about that real quick. I think I can actually pull it up in my pictures. That was an awful fucking day. God, that just ruins my day right now. Because that was the only Bitcoin that I was allowed to keep around and hang out with. And fucking motherfucker. Let's see. Coachella. Indio. Let's see. I was like, one of these days. I think it was like 2016 or 2015. It was like one of the times that I worked. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's got to be right here. I think it was 2016. I was wrong. Maybe before that. I don't know. I'm not seeing the pictures from backstage at fucking what's his faces. So I gotta go all the way back to 2016. Jesus fucking Christ! All right. what was it like? April. Can't remember when it happened. Oh yeah, it was April 2016. Yeah, this is the day. Right after this, I was hanging out at Coachella. It was the last day of Coachella, the second week. I was hanging out backstage with Diplo. That's Diplo right there. And then this is Major Lazer. They played a secret set at the Do Lab or whatever. And while I was standing here with my phone taking the picture and whatnot, this was like great. And then right after this, you see all the people, they all rushed to the stage and then they like stole a bunch of stuff and they ended up taking my bag with my phone in it. And I lost like 5 Bitcoins. It was only worth like $500 back then. Or something like that. So yeah, let's look at that real quick. Yeah, let's just look at how much of a dumbass we've been over the years. So yeah, we'll go here. And then we need to look at 2016. Right here. Yeah. Wait. No, I want 2016, bitch. I want 2016, bitch. Sweep. Oh yeah. Okay, way cheaper. No, that's 2019. 2016 in April. Oh, actually, it was worth a little bit more than I thought, actually. This is like $500 a coin. Yeah. That sucks, man. What are they talking about? Who is this Mitch Richmond person? Yeah, I don't do any call-ins to talk to anybody. If I was that concerned, I would find my 500K wallet, but why would I go find all of that? It's just like, it doesn't exist anymore. I already lost it. There is no link for you to chat, man. I don't know who you are. I don't want to give you any time on my platform. And if you're that Hoax Wars individual, then you could kindly go fuck yourself. I got nothing to say to you after all those years of you never having the balls to come and talk to me. And then even more so, if you are that Hoax Wars character, this got to be some kind of like retard cicada Thomas Schoenberger pushed you to come harass me for some reason because it's the beginning of the year and those guys usually fucking start harassing me at the beginning of the year or go all the way up to my birthday. So, you know, what do you want now? That one guy is still looking for his hard drive at the dump. No, that one guy that was looking for his hard drive at the dump got told that he was no longer able to look for it. They actually stopped that. They actually stopped it. Well, that's funny. That's actually kind of funny when you really think about it, to be perfectly honest, dude. That shit's nuts, bro. That shit is nuts, bro. I don't know how you get the hair out of your ears. I don't know. Buy one of those fucking things that you stick in your ears that's got... Don't they make ear hair trimmers for that shit? You stick it in your ear and it's like... And it like takes all the wax of the hairs or whatever.